Now it's time to see who has the heart.
If you put your effort and concentration into playing to your potential, to be the best you can be, I don't care what the scoreboard says at the end of the game, in my book, we're going to be winners.
This is your fight. Now go out there and take it.
To be the man, you got to beat the man. And I'm saying, woo, right here, I'm the man. Woo!
Welcome to a special edition of Applebee's Tailgate Talk, live on location. Don't go away. Applebee's Tailgate Talk is next.
Check.
Come see all your friends at Applebee's in Athens, Highway 72 West, just off I-65. 12 minutes guaranteed or it's free Monday through Friday, 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. 7 items to choose from. Can't make it for lunch? Visit them for happy hour, 3 p.m. to 7 p.m. or late night. Half-price appetizers with beverage purchase, 6 appetizers to choose from. One of your favorite teams is sure to be playing on the big screen, too. See you tomorrow at Applebee's Neighborhood Grill, Highway 72 Athens, just off I-65. Real estate, real easy. That's the motto at Innovative Realty Solutions, and providing the highest quality real estate services is their mission. With sound real estate advice, the latest information, and a skilled analysis of the real estate market, Innovative Realty Solutions offers a better home buying and selling experience with a fair, ethical, and, yes, innovative product.
Check 1, 2.
Innovative Realty Solutions. Visit them on Facebook, online at innovativerealtysolutions.com, at 100 North Clinton Street in Athens, or call 230-5950. Innovative Realty Solutions. Real estate, real easy. When things go wrong, State Farm is here to help life go right. And Agent Michael Howell is the one who can help get things back on track. See Michael for your auto, home, life, health, property, and business insurance, and be ready for those unexpected twists that life throws at you. Ask about banking and annuities, too. Call State Farm Agent Michael Howell at 232-5400. Visit him online at michaelhowell.net or go see him at 903 South Clinton Street in Athens. State Farm Agent Michael Howell. There when things go wrong, here to help life go right. Quality Vinyl is on your side. Quality Vinyl in Athens has been in business since 1987, offering great prices and service the whole time. What has changed is the technology of their products. From vinyl siding and shutters, sunrooms and screen rooms, to doors, windows, columns, and rails. Quality Vinyl, located on the corner of Highway 72 and Reed Road in Athens, just 6 miles west of I-65. Call 232-2665 or visit them online at qualityvinyl.net. Quality Vinyl is on your side. Daly & Son Car Care is Ardmore's only one-stop auto repair and tire shop. Whether it's major mechanic or brake work or routine maintenance like an oil change or lube job, Daly & Son Car Care has been satisfying customers all over with their fast and friendly service. They're also your headquarters for quality Cooper tires. Stop by and see Wayne, Nikki, or Dale at 25600 Main Street in Ardmore, Tennessee, or call them at 931-427-4651. They're on Facebook, too. Daly & Son Car Care, open Monday through Friday, 7:30 till 5, and Saturday, 7:30 till noon.
Shotgun formation, 2 backs in the backfield. He's going to hand it off to the second man through. Touchdown!
Join us this upcoming season for Limestone County football, streamed right to your computer or mobile device on the Play Action Sports app. You can also hear it on your Amazon Echo by saying, Alexa, open Play Action Sports. Listen for the replay of select games Sunday afternoons on WKAC, and download each game from the archives anytime you want. Also available on all major podcast platforms and in the podcast section of the Play Action Sports app. Limestone County football from Play Action Sports and 1080 WKAC.
Hi, this is Brian Cunningham, former kicker for the Alabama Crimson Tide, and you're listening to Applebee's Tailgate Talk.
Good Saturday evening, everyone, and welcome to Applebee's Tailgate Talk Special Edition. You're on, Jay.
Yeah, okay. I was going to make sure.
Tom McClung, old Tomcat here, alongside one Adam 12, Adam Dotson.
Oh, yeah.
I can't talk. It's been a couple of weeks. Tojo, Jay Vassar, who almost hit a hole-in-one.
Not me.
You just you were behind the guy.
I heard about it.
You heard about it?
That still counts.
Yeah, it still counts. Producer extraordinaire Tim Lambert, and we're live here at what used to be the Limestone Event Center.
Yeah.
Now is the Veterans
Limestone County Veterans Museum and Archive.
There we go.
Yes.
That's where we are, ladies and gentlemen.
Got to remember the archives.
Yes, that's right. And we're broadcasting here at the Hall of Fame banquet, Limestone County Sports Hall of Fame induction banquet. So we've got several guests lined up. Let's toss it to producer extraordinaire, who's.
Why would you do that?
Because you.
I don't have anything.
You don't have anything?
There's no scores and more.
There's no scores and more?
No.
What?
I gave all my. I put all that information in my best of tailgate talk this morning.
Gotcha.
You know?
Gotcha. So we want to thank Jeff Hodges, the master of ceremonies, and excuse me, inhaled a bug, I think, president of the Limestone County Sports Hall of Fame, and Greg Young for having us out here. Don't want to leave Barry Devine out. He's been a big help with us as well. If you've missed our shows, they've come on and announced the inductions.
Funny story.
Tell us a funny.
Thursday, after the tournament was over, we was all getting ready to leave. And Greg said, y'all still coming Saturday, right? I said, yeah, why? He said, well, Saturday show, y'all said y'all was going to be somewhere else. I said, that's the best.
That's funny.
Oh, he didn't know.
Who said that?
Greg.
Greg. Well, he went to Athens High, so.
That's like watching a rerun of a basketball game or something and then bragging about, like, who won the game. Didn't realize it was a rerun or
Didn't
something.
realize it happened 4 years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We have a lot of inductees. We'll go give a brief rundown of the inductees.
Great class.
Great class, yes. Danny Anderson, the basketball standout for the Elkmont Red Devils. Mary Fletcher Burton graduated in Athens High School in 78, was a multi-sport athlete in basketball, volleyball, and track and field. Our old buddy Adolph Cosby, 3-year starter for running back at Athens High School. And he was a good one, too, man.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah, he was. Former Judge Mike Davis is being inducted. He was coach at Ardmore, served as Ardmore's girl basketball coach from 71 to 82, and also coached volleyball for 2 years, and the boys basketball team.
Yeah, he started the program. At
Ardmore
for girls basketball.
He did. Rashad Harris played at Athens High School, ended up going to where'd he go to play college? University of Louisville. Mm-hmm. Hey, look at here, ladies and gentlemen. We've got the man himself. Yeah, here you go. Grab your microphone, Mr. Jeff Hodges. Hey.
How you doing?
We're good. I'm struggling for words right now, and then I caught a bug down my throat a second ago.
Well, that's not good when you're on the radio.
No, sir. Good thing we're not live.
Not good when you're on the radio.
Tim can edit that stuff out.
Good. Get it out of there. That's right.
Broadcast for later. Hey, man, it looks like less room, just as good atmosphere.
We hope so. You know, it was a bit of a concern for us early on about the availability of space here, and with inducting 10 people this year, but it looks like it's going to work. We've got the capability of a little over 300. We could have put tables on the stage if we needed to, but we didn't have to. So it looks like the numbers are going to work. So
that's excellent.
Very thankful.
Jeff, great turnout Thursday for the golf tournament.
Yeah, the golf tournament went fantastic. We had great weather, and I think everybody had fun. We had a guy win a truck, so pretty exciting time.
Yeah, no, it's always good when you get something like memorable out of that. You know,
that's
like
right.
someone winning a
That's
truck,
right.
especially a really nice truck too.
Absolutely, and we think, I was talking to Mickey this morning, I think that's the first time it's ever happened at Canebrake, possibly. So
wow,
that's what he was saying.
Wow, and they've done it on a tournament even.
Win a vehicle.
Win a vehicle.
Multiple people obviously have made holes in one, but win a vehicle. That's the first time he thinks it's happened.
Oh, that's cool. That's cool. So I'm a little curious about obviously a lot goes into planning these huge events like this, especially annually, and I just am a little curious about the logistics behind all this, like a golf tournament and setting up a ceremony such as this, and how you got help and who from.
Yeah, well, the board, I can't give enough credit to the board. It's I've said this many times, and you'll hear me say it tonight. This will be redundant, but I still today serve on a lot of boards through work, different civic, social, nonprofit groups, and have through the years. But this is the most functional board that I've ever been a part of. I mean, they roll up their sleeves and work. We've got committee chairs for different things. Barry Devine, the golf tournament. Judge Jimmy Woodruff is our fundraising chair. Helen Greenhall's the banquet chair. Barry Hamilton is our scholarship committee chair. And everybody takes their job very seriously in what they do. So we got a really good group of people, and they do a good job of handling everything.
Absolutely.
So you said y'all were on the second flight, so they obviously had enough teams to do two flights.
27 teams?
We had 27 teams. It was we kind of stressed Canebrake a little bit with the cart situation, but we figured it out. So we had teams coming in late, and everybody's out soliciting, and before you know it, you can have too many almost.
Almost, yes.
But it worked. It worked, and I can't say enough about Canebrake because they're the most gracious host of a golf tournament you can ever have. Mickey Wolf and his folks out there just do a tremendous job.
And you had great sponsorship as well.
We did. The Orthopedic Center, can't say enough about them. They've been our title sponsor of the golf tournament for many years now, ever since the Boyettes came to Athens, even before it was TOC, when it was Athens Ortho Sports. They've been our sponsor now for many years, and they're very gracious people, and we really appreciate them.
So talk a little bit about, it's the Martha Jo Leonard Memorial Golf Tournament. Talk a little bit about, the memory of Martha Jo Leonard and what she was all about.
Well, she was all about community service. Martha Jo retired from a banking career, and I guess that's why she and I got along so well. We were kind of kindred spirits.
Yeah.
And I met her when I first came to town 25-plus years ago, and we were on a lot of different, boards together and causes together, and we got really close. And, scholarships was a passion for her through either the Sports Hall of Fame or the Limestone Area Community Foundation, and other ones she worked at Athens High School and different schools. And, with that being the biggest thing we do as far as giving back, we couldn't think of a better way to honor her memory than to name that golf tournament after her. Yeah.
Okay, so the scholarships, obviously you got 4 scholarship members this year.
Correct.
Talk to me a little bit about what went into the decision process on deciding on these 4 individuals.
The way it works is we get the scholarship applications out to the schools in late February, early March. Barry Hamilton, as I said, chairs that committee. He gets it out to the counselors for all the public and private schools in Athens and Limestone County. He gives them a due date that he wants them back in by. They return them back to him, and then the scholarship committee meets a couple times, goes through the information. We tell them what the criteria is, what we expect to get back, and then they choose the winners based on the criteria we set that we're looking for as far as awarding that.
Gotcha.
When you talked about sponsors, did I hear it wrong? But isn't this the first year that you've had kind of a main sponsor of the whole?
It's actually
awards?
The second year.
Okay.
I can't tell you. COVID. I'm in a time.
I started saying it's been 3 years since we did this.
Yes. But when we Morrell Engineering, was a sponsor of the banquet a few years ago. But this year, yes, we're honored to have Reed Family Chiropractic, Dr. Jason Reed, and his lovely wife Tracy, and some of their folks will be here tonight. And it's actually a story. He played with me in the golf tournament, the last one we had prior to this one, and he heard some of the things that were going on with the Hall of Fame. And he called me the next day, and he said, "Hey, Jeff, I like what you guys are doing. I like what you're doing with the scholarships, and had a great time yesterday." He said, "If I can ever do anything, let me know." Well, you rat hole that in the back of your mind, when you're out trying to raise money.
Yeah.
So as we got into this year and knew we were going to kick back off again, I picked up the phone and called him, and he said, "Yeah, give me the information." So I got it to him, and he called me back in a couple of days, and he said, "I want to do it." So we really appreciate him. He's a good dude. I don't know if y'all know Jason or not, but he's a good guy and does a lot for this community, and we really appreciate them doing this tonight.
So if we have, how would someone get nominated?
Well, couple different ways. In the programs tonight, there's a nomination form. I believe it's on page 77 or 78 if you obviously have access to that. But the best way is to go to our website, Limestone County Sports Hall of Fame website. Up at the top in one of the ribbons is Nominate. Click on that. It talks about the nomination criteria, and then you can download the form from there.
Okay.
Or if you don't want to do that, call any of us board members, and we'll get you a form in your hand.
Good deal.
There we go, ladies and gentlemen. If you can see, I'm holding it up to the camera right now. So has everybody checked in? Philip Rivers will not be here.
He will not, unfortunately. He will not. His dad is coming, and Philip has done an acceptance video that I have seen, and it's very good. It's actually a moving video about Athens and his memories of here and what he thinks of here. And he just couldn't work. We went back and forth for actually several months, and he was hoping to be able to work it out. I think there was a conflict, maybe somewhere in Ohio or something that was going on, and he just couldn't pull it off.
Couldn't make it work.
Couldn't make it work.
So how normal? Like, how long does an acceptance speech normally go?
We tell them in our letter that we send to them 3 to 5 minutes.
Okay.
And we've had them run 3 to 30 minutes. So, and we're never going to grab the hook and cut somebody short, but you never know. But most people will keep it inside of 10 usually.
Okay.
We've had a few that got up there and talked, and most of it's good. People enjoy hearing it. But we'll move pretty fast tonight. My wife told me before I left home, she said, "Aren't y'all inducting 10?" She said, "You better move fast tonight." I said, "Because we've got 10." She said, "No, because you go to bed at 8:30. So we'll move it through pretty quick tonight if we can. But we certainly want to give them, their fair dues of being inducted. So
absolutely. Well, ladies and gentlemen, it's time to take a break. We want to thank Jeff Hodges for joining us in our first segment. And you're listening to Applebee's Tailgate Talk Special Edition. We'll be right back.
Go to your Amazon Echo and say Play Tailgate Talk, or your Google Home device and say Play Applebee's Tailgate Talk, and hear the show in crystal clear quality. We'll be back with more Tailgate Talk after this. P4 Physical Therapy is a new outpatient provider offering community-based care with a unique partnership model that allows them to consistently deliver world-class outpatient care, emphasizing personalized hands-on treatment. Whether it's orthopedic, physical, geriatric, or manual therapy, sports or neuro rehab, telehealth, or most any type of muscle or joint pain, P4 Physical Therapy promises to treat you with integrity, compassion, faithfulness, and selflessness. Locations in Athens, Huntsville, and Winfield, Alabama, as well as Fayetteville and Knoxville, Tennessee. Look for them on Facebook or online at p4physicaltherapy.com.
Limestone Drug, located on the square in downtown Athens, is your local Health Mart pharmacy. As your local Health Mart pharmacy, Limestone Drug is locally owned and has a personal commitment to the community. Limestone Drug honors prescription drug plans, including Medicare. They accept flex spending cards and fill prescriptions in minutes, not hours. Limestone Drug knows there's nothing more important than your family's well-being. So shop Limestone Drug at 200 West Market Street in Athens, your local Health Mart pharmacy. Limestone Drug, caring for you and about you.
Congratulations to the class of 2022. Your future is bright, and you need fiber fast internet to support you as you discover all of your possibilities. Sign up now for Ardmore Telephone Company's fiber fast internet, and you'll get the first month free. If you're a current customer, we'd love to discuss all of our internet options with you to help you connect to everything you need. Give us a call at 800-830-9946 today. Fiber is not available in all areas.
If you're looking for an alternative to the insane prices of buying furniture, appliances, and electronics outright, why not consider rent-to-own at Buddy's Home Furnishings in Athens? High quality at low prices. Top brands like GE, Maytag, Samsung, and Ashley. No credit approval and flexible payment options. See what you can take home today. Visit Buddy's Home Furnishings in Athens at 600 South Jefferson Street in the Athens Shopping Center. Go online to buddyrents.com or call 206-9505. Buddy's Home Furnishings. School may be out, but you can still enter your nominations for the Applebee's Athlete of the Week over the summer for the upcoming school year. Just go to tailgatetalk.net and fill out the form. While you're there, check out the Tailgate Talk archives and see what you might have missed. That's the Applebee's Neighborhood Athlete of the Week. Enter your nominations today from Applebee's Neighborhood Grill, Tailgate Talk, and 1080 WKAC.
Hey, this is West Limestone Boys basketball coach Justin Taylor, and you're listening to Applebee's Tailgate Talk.
And welcome back to Applebee's Tailgate Talk Special Edition here at the 18th Annual Limestone County Sports Hall of Fame Induction Banquet. And we couldn't get any of this year's just yet, so we grabbed somebody from 2018. Steve Parker is joining us. Welcome to the show, Steve.
Good to see you guys.
Hey,
Absolutely.
It's good to have you. Good to have you. So we had one in 2019, but you were before that, and then COVID took us out of 20 and 21.
Right.
So tell us a little bit about how you felt when you were inducted into the Hall of Fame.
Well,
the raw feelings, man, down to the tears and the. No, I'm just playing.
Well, I'll tell you, it was an honor to be inducted. Great years of football and track, and just being coached by some of the best coaches in Limestone County area, and some of the best players that just absolutely a wonderful feeling to be a part of it.
you're able to come back, how does it feel coming back in here knowing that, hey, I'm one of the guys that
well, to relive it?
Yeah, to relive it, I guess, maybe.
Wow. You appreciate it more now.
Really?
I'm 63 years old last
Okay.
month. So you look back on it, and you just thank God for being a part of it, to be blessed to be able to do it.
Right.
And to the older you get, the more you appreciate things. So, yeah, it's just amazing.
Now, did you run track at Athens?
I ran track at Athens.
Okay, that's what I was thinking.
And football.
And football, right. So I did remember a little bit. My brain's fuzzy these days. But
So what do you enjoy most about these events, the golf tournament and this banquet ceremony?
Oh, just seeing friends again. People you went to high school with, people that you hadn't seen in years. Just reliving it. Just absolutely reliving it.
Yeah. It's I think it's cool that a lot of people come into town for it. That maybe haven't been in town for a while. Like Richard Hendricks is in town for Bernard Hendricks, and he got to participate at the Athens High School basketball camp. So
Right.
it brings a lot of people from the community back to the community.
Together. Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah.
That's what I enjoy about it. Absolutely.
I'm thinking they need to make a commercial like they do the Heisman House,
Yeah,
there we go.
Do it for the Limestone County Sports Hall of Fame.
Yeah,
that would be really fun.
And the old guys, can give the new inductees, a hard time.
Well, kudos to Limestone County for, bringing this event, making it available for those athletes that's come through this area. Your Gary Reeders, your Evan Ashfords, your Adolph was a good friend of mine in high school, and his dad used to have Adolph to invite me over, and I felt honored to be a part of just getting to know his family, and so I understand he's been inducted.
He has been inducted this year,
and so I just going back down memory road. I had to make this one.
Absolutely,
so,
absolutely.
So.
Adolph waited so long and then finally got in. I'm so happy for him.
I'm glad
long overdue.
Long overdue.
I'm happy for him.
I remember he played at Athens. His younger brother, Con, was same grade as my sister.
Oh, okay.
And I can't remember if Con and I played on the same Pee-wee teams or not, but I call myself a friend of Con's.
Yeah, Con was like a little brother.
Yeah.
I mean, he was always, when me and Adolph hanging out.
Yeah, he wanted to hang with the big guys.
With the big guy. He's like, go, boy, go. Get out of here.
Go give me a Coke.
I was doing some research, a little bit of research on Adolph Cosby, and I work for the News Courier. And so I was just kind of going through some of our old stories, and his father, Irvin Cosby, apparently was really involved with trying to getting a semi-professional football team to Athens back in the day. I didn't know if you knew anything about that. The Athens Giants.
I saw it. I saw it in an article probably a year ago.
Yeah.
And didn't have a clue. Didn't know that Urban was, had that kind of sports spirit. But I got a chance to. Denise Cosby was like a little sister to me. She was 1 year younger than me and Adolph. But that whole family, I really feel a part of who they are.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Cool.
Absolutely. So,
all right. Well, Mr. Parker, show was great having you join us.
Thanks for having me over.
Absolutely.
Talking to me, and
enjoy yourself tonight.
Enjoy the rest of your evening.
Absolutely.
Thank
Enjoy
you, sir.
it.
You as well.
Thank you, sir.
Ladies and gentlemen, Steve Parker, former
Thank you, sir.
outstanding athlete, induction 2018 in the Limestone County Sports Hall of Fame. We're going to take a quick break, ladies and gentlemen. You're listening to Applebee's Tailgate Talk.
You can help Limestone County student athletes by donating to the Bama Zach Memorial Scholarship. Send it in care of Garth Garris, 13833 Pinnacle Drive, Athens, Alabama, 35613, or make it in person at First State Bank of the South at 1319 Highway 72 East in Athens. We'll be back with Tailgate Talk after this. Real estate, real easy. That's the motto at Innovative Realty Solutions, and providing the highest quality real estate services is their mission. With sound real estate advice, the latest information, and a skilled analysis of the real estate market, Innovative Realty Solutions offers a better home buying and selling experience with a fair, ethical, and, yes, innovative process. Innovative Realty Solutions. Visit them on Facebook, online at innovativerealtysolutions.com, at 100 North Clinton Street in Athens, or call 230-5950. Innovative Realty Solutions. Real estate, real easy. Daly & Son Car Care is Ardmore's only one-stop auto repair and tire shop. Whether it's major mechanic or brake work or routine maintenance like an oil change or lube job, Daly & Son Car Care has been satisfying customers all over with their fast and friendly service. They're also your headquarters for quality Cooper tires. Stop by and see Wayne, Nikki, or Dale at 25600 Main Street in Ardmore, Tennessee, or call them at 931-427-4651. They're on Facebook, too. Daly & Son Car Care, open Monday through Friday, 7:30 till 5, and Saturday, 7:30 till noon.
This is Bella LaFontaine with Crown Service Termite and Pest Control. We take care of all the basics. We take care of cockroaches, ants, wasps. As far as rodents go, most places they'll trap or poison, and that's the end of it. What we do is we're actually going to find the entry points, and we're going to take care of that for you. We do a lot of work with a lot of realtors here in town to bring houses to the closing table. So one of the big things about us is that we're not a sales company. We are a service provider. So we're not looking to meet a sales quota. We're looking to get a house ready to go to closing and get our customers taken care of. This is Bella LaFontaine, Crown Service Termite and Pest Control. We are located at 3413 6th Avenue in Huntsville, Alabama. Phone number is 256-701-7095.
The reviews are in for Box Drop Mattress in Ardmore, and they're awesome. Just like the store. Box Drop in Ardmore has mattresses made in the USA at huge discounts. Plus, they offer flexible payment options and no credit is needed. And they'll deliver right to your door. Box Drop, located at 26561 Main Street in Ardmore. Open Tuesday through Friday, 4:30 to 6:30, and Saturday from noon till 4. Appointments also available by calling 321-8888. Box Drop in Ardmore, 321-8888. We here at Tailgate Talk might be taking the summer off, but you can still get your fix every Saturday morning at 10 with the best of Tailgate Talk. We'll feature conversations with special guests from past shows so you can revisit your favorites or catch up on what you might have missed until we come back in August. And, of course, you can always log on to tailgatetalk.net to hear them whenever you want. The best of Tailgate Talk, Saturday mornings at 10 this summer on 1080 WKAC.
Hey, this is Garrett McIntyre, former wide receiver for the Auburn Tigers, and you're listening to Applebee's Tailgate Talk.
And welcome back to Limestone County Sports Hall of Fame induction, ladies and gentlemen. Applebee's Tailgate Talk Special Edition. And we have got our first in 2022 inductee sitting in the hot spot here, Judge Mike Davis. Judge, Coach, that's what you're being inducted in for. You coached the Ardmore girls basketball from 71 to 82. Started the program out there, if I'm not mistaken.
Exactly.
And then
that's right.
Coached volleyball for 2 years and the boys basketball team from 79 to 81.
Well, when you're in a small program, you have to sort of do it all. And I can remember when Robert Witt, who was my principal, if you didn't get to know Robert Witt, you missed a treat because he was one more character. He approached me about taking the girls' program. And that was when the Title IX came into being. Mm-hmm. And the Board of Education of the county decided that they were going to comply and that all the schools in the county were going to have to start the girls' program. So I asked him, I said, Mr. Robert, I don't know about that. I just don't know about it. And I said, are you serious about this? Or are you doing it just because the government's telling us we're having to do it? And doing away with the expletive deletives is that he, in essence...
Expletive deletives. I like those.
he, in essence, told me, yes, he was serious about it and wanted a winning program as soon as we get one, and we could build one. So with that kind of support, and Catherine Connor, whom I pay tribute to tonight, she's gone on, But Catherine Connor agreed to help me, and Robert agreed to hire or to let her come on as our partner in crime here. And we started that program up there, and actually really got it started around 76. Is when I think that's when Title IX went into effect. But I was up there from 1971 through 1983.
Okay. So did you practice the girls a year or so before you started playing?
Well, we played some intramurals. Helen Kinnemer at West Limestone was probably, if we was going to have, she and Debbie Blakely would, I guess, be known as the starters of girls basketball and girls sports in the county, because they were the first on the books when we started by doing the very same thing you're talking about.
Right. Debbie was the head basketball coach at Tanner when I was in high school, and volleyball coach, and actually won a state title in 1983.
That's right.
At Tanner with the girls.
That's right. That's the year. That was the year we that I left, and the year after we had gotten to the quarterfinals.
Right. Yes, sir.
Which was, and if my memory serves me correct, which I'm not going to say it will, if my memory serves me correct, it's going to be the first team in the county in basketball to reach that position.
That's what I was thinking. I was at trade school and drafting in 81, and a girl by the name of Holly, and I can't remember her last name, played on that basketball team with you. 81, 82, I think is the years.
Right.
And then Debbie went on to coach at Ardmore, too.
She went on to coach at Ardmore, yes, she did.
Yeah, Debbie coached at Ardmore, and she left Tanner, and I believe went to Ardmore. And did she not finish at Ardmore, or did she coach?
I think she did. I think she finished at Ardmore.
Her coaching career at Ardmore.
So talk a little bit about the Ardmore sports program back then, just about the atmosphere of the program and how much it's grown since then.
Well, it was exciting as it is for anyone who is serious about a program. And the girls were very excited because they have always wanted an opportunity to be able to play sport. And it was real exciting. The parents were just, man, they were thrilled to death. And everything we had, everything that, you know, I've always said at Ardmore you could have a ping pong match and fill the gym. And pay money to see it. But that's just the kind of support that the community has given not only athletics, girls, but athletics in general. You can't find a community any tighter, and I won't say they're any more patient than any other community when it comes to, you know, trying to put you some W's up there.
Yeah.
But at the same time, they're very supportive, and it has grown. I'm not as in touch with it, and have not been now over the last 5 or 6 years. But it has grown, and they seem to be hiring coaches that care about girls' athletics.
Yeah. Certainly.
And that's the key.
Yeah,
the key is hiring people to come in your girls' athletic program that want to coach it and is desiring to do what it takes in order to build a program.
Yeah, I mean, you got an AD now who's the former softball coach who took him to a state title game, so you know he's obviously putting an extreme emphasis on girls' sports.
That's exactly right.
Yeah,
that's right, and I commend the administration for doing that very much. Sure do.
So talk a little bit about how do you feel being put in this in the Limestone County Sports Hall of Fame?
With this amazing class.
Yeah, with this class, you were judged for so many years.
I tell you, it's to be recognized after as many years as I've been out. Not that I told the board that and members even tonight, one of them that hey, I feel like that Iowa coach back. Y'all remember that
Hayden Fry,
that Iowa coach, when he was being considered for some award, and they asked him to give his record.
Yeah.
And he gave him his record, and he had a losing record. And he was being inducted in something that I didn't forget what it was he was being inducted to, and he was asked the question, "What do you think about it?" He said, "The better question is ask them what they think about it." But I am appreciative and honored to be a part of the Limestone County Sports Hall of Fame. It's come a long way since we started in 2003. Now, you're talking about something that's grown, and it's still growing.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Is the Hall of Fame, and it's been a pleasure to serve with them since we started in 2003.
Coach, Coach Mike Davis, thank you so much for joining us.
Good to be with you.
Hey, ladies and gentlemen. I thought you were leaning over to tell me something. He's leaning over to shake Judge's hand. It's time to take a quick break. You're listening to Applebee's Tailgate Talk live here at the Limestone County Sports Hall of Fame banquet.
Good.
Missed part of this week's show? Archives are available on our website. You can also hear us on your favorite podcast platform, including iTunes, Google, Amazon, and more. Just check out the podcast page at tailgatetalk.net for a list of available apps and links. We'll be back with more of Applebee's Tailgate Talk after this.
Limestone Drug, located on the square in downtown Athens, is your local Health Mart pharmacy. As your local Health Mart pharmacy, Limestone Drug is locally owned and has a personal commitment to the community. Limestone Drug honors prescription drug plans, including Medicare. They accept flex spending cards and fill prescriptions in minutes, not hours. Limestone Drug knows there's nothing more important than your family's well-being. So shop Limestone Drug at 200 West Market Street in Athens, your local Health Mart pharmacy. Limestone Drug, caring for you and about you.
Quality Vinyl is on your side. Quality Vinyl in Athens has been in business since 1987, offering great prices and service the whole time. What has changed is the technology of their products. From vinyl siding and shutters, sunrooms and screen rooms, to doors, windows, columns, and rails. Quality Vinyl, located on the corner of Highway 72 and Reed Road in Athens, just 6 miles west of I-65. Call 232-2665 or visit them online at qualityvinyl.net. Quality Vinyl is on your side.
Congratulations to the class of 2022. Your future is bright, and you need fiber fast internet to support you as you discover all of your possibilities. Sign up now for Ardmore Telephone Company's Fiber Fast Internet, and you'll get the first month free. If you're a current customer, we'd love to discuss all of our internet options with you to help you connect to everything you need. Give us a call at 800-830-9946 today. Fiber is not available in all areas.
Hey guys, this is Joanna for CEI Bookstore and Truth Publications. Many of you are searching for Bible study materials for your Bible classes. Our best-selling Bible curriculum, Discovering God's Way, is a reliable tool for teaching students of all ages through the Bible in its entirety. We're sure you'll love this curriculum, and if you'd like to see other options of Bible classes, we'll be happy to help you select from our topical studies. So stop struggling with the search and come by and let us help you select reliable and meaningful study materials for your class today. CEI Bookstore and Truth Publications, taking his hand, helping each other home.
Keep up with Athens and Limestone County sports with a Play Action Sports Report. Look for it every Wednesday on your favorite podcast platform. The Play Action Sports Report. Scores, interviews, highlights, and more from school, youth, and amateur sports in Athens and Limestone County. The Play Action Sports Report every Wednesday on your favorite podcast platform or online at pasnetwork.net.
Hi, this is Athens girls basketball coach Tiffany Tucker, and you are listening to Applebee's Tailgate Talk.
And welcome back to Applebee's Tailgate Talk, ladies and gentlemen. We're live here in our special edition broadcast, the Limestone County Sports Hall of Fame induction banquet. And we've got the youngest member of the class. If he's not, we're going to say he's the youngest member. Walter Hill played football and basketball at East Limestone. And City played for some fellow by the name of Garth.
Garth Garris.
Garris. It wasn't Brooks, was it? It was
No.
Garris. Okay. Walter, welcome to the show, man.
Thank you.
Get her up. There we go.
All right, here we go. All right.
Yeah, that's good.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
So, played at East Limestone. We'll get to the other part of the story in a minute, but how many years did you play football? Were you a late bloomer in sports, or did you start with basketball and come into football later?
No, I wasn't a late bloomer in sports. I just never really had the interest to play football, aside from playing in the sandlot or in the park with some of my friends.
What Charles Barkley said, I went out there one day. Them folks are hitting out there. They're crazy.
I mean, I did. It was just one of those things. But I had always gravitated towards basketball or baseball, with youth sports and everything coming up. So, but I always knew I could play because all of the guys that were playing football you see us in the park, and it's like everybody's like, "Hey, you need to come out and play." I'm like, "No, I'm good. I'll just keep doing y'all.
I'll just keep outrunning you."
So yeah, well, I was done for asking this off the air because now I'm going to have to make you repeat yourself. But what we were talking about off the air is that your time at Tennessee Tech with Mike Hennigan and about his impact on you and how you ended up getting there.
Yes. Well, like I mentioned to you earlier, I only played football my junior and senior year.
Yeah.
Here at East Limestone, and was obviously was able to achieve the things I was able to achieve. And considering that football was never really on my radar coming up.
Yeah.
It was so stressful with all of the recruiting, efforts and letters and, visits and all of the phone calls 24/7. It was really, really overwhelming to me as a youth because I wasn't one of those guys to say, hey, I want to go play for such and such or this, that, and the other.
Yeah.
So Tennessee Tech, when they came calling, I really made my decision to go there because they were the only school who did not pressure me at the time. They really just said, hey, here's a scholarship for you. Whether you go with us or not, we understand how stressful this is. Take your time. We hope you come here. If you don't, we're losing out on the scholarship. But if you do, hey, great, we'd love to have you. And that just made everything so much calmer for me. And that's, really the main reason why I went to Tennessee Tech, because of the lack of pressure from those guys.
What'd you think about Cookeville, Tennessee?
Oh man, Cookeville! It was it was definitely different when you first get there because I came here in it was almost like an adjustment period all over again because when we initially moved to Athens, Alabama, it was during my sophomore year in high school. Came from Starkville, Mississippi. So I really only had 3 years here, and then boom, I'm getting uprooted right when I started getting,
we figured you'd be a bulldog, and we didn't know you'd come from Starkville.
Again, one of those stories where Bulldogs. Jackie Sherrill came, sat in the living room, and he was like, "Well, we're wanting you to play defensive back or safety for us." And I'm looking at him, and I'm like, well, I'm one of the top wide receivers in the state. You want me to play DB?
Right.
And then I got started thinking about the guys coming around the edge that I would have to, kind of hit. And I was like, oh, man, look, I know you want me because you see all of the interceptions, but there's another part to this thing.
Yeah.
And so I was like, nah, I'm good. I think I prefer the offensive side of the ball more than the defensive side of the ball.
What was it like playing for Coach Cav?
Sorry?
What was it like playing for Coach Cav?
Coach Cav, I love that dude. I mean, Coach Cav was the most intense, just fun-loving mentor. I could go on and on about this guy. He made me love the game of football. I went in there just saying, hey, I'm just going to play these last 2 years and, go on with my life. He really, because of Coach Cav and the drive and how he believed in me and how, he just, challenged me to inspire to do, He saw the talent in me. I knew I could play, but he really said, hey, you have no idea how far you can take this thing. And his belief, when you got somebody in you that's constantly in your ear preaching that belief to you, you start believing it. And then you start wanting to achieve, for yourself, but also for that guy. This guy believes in me so much, and so let me get out of here and do everything I can to make him proud. And it was just awesome playing for him.
What I loved about him, it'd be 30 below zero, and he's still wearing him shorts.
Oh my goodness, out there in shorts. That's all he. And you make a good play, and the first one there headbutting you. And we're just looking at him like crazy, like, Coach, I got on a helmet and you just headbutted me and you start seeing the blood coming down, and he didn't care. He just loved us so much and loved that program. It was, such a great experience.
He was taken away way too soon.
Yes, he was.
Yes, he was. Absolutely.
He was a great man.
Miss him. Really, really miss him.
And I started school in Cookeville, so that was a few years before you came along. That was when the Beatles were coming out.
Oh, wow.
That tells you how long ago that was.
Well, I used to work and
went to Jerry Whitson Elementary School.
Okay.
I traveled with my job, and years ago I would stay in Cookeville for a lot. So it was almost like a second hometown there.
Oh yeah, I went up there recently. It looks totally different from where from when I was there. Really, that city has grown so much.
So you went to college on football scholarship. What was your favorite? Was it basketball or football or?
Well, I would have to say football. You know, my absolute love coming up was basketball. But again, when I started playing, it immediately it switched. So football became that dominant, sport to me. And, I wanted to see how far I could take it. And, it's been good to me.
Yeah, it's good. It's got you here. Congratulations for being nominated.
Congratulations.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Hall of Fame. And we're going to take a quick break, ladies and gentlemen. You're listening to Applebee's Tailgate Talk Special Edition. We'll be right back.
Look for Tailgate Talk on Facebook. Just search for Tailgate Talk and make the connection. Call or text us with your comments during the show at 256-812-1848. We'll be back with more Applebee's Tailgate Talk on WKAC.
Your roof is the first line of defense for your home. Do you have water stains on your ceiling, paint peeling off your walls, shingles missing? It's probably time for you to get your free roof inspection. Locally owned and operated, licensed, and insured, Yellowhammer Roofing is the Yellowhammer State hometown team. Yellowhammer Roofing. Let our family protect what's most important to you, your family. 256-232-1933 or online at yellowhammerroofing.com.
If you're looking for an alternative to the insane prices of buying furniture, appliances, and electronics outright, why not consider rent-to-own at Buddy's Home Furnishings in Athens? High quality at low prices. Top brands like GE, Maytag, Samsung, and Ashley. No credit approval and flexible payment options. See what you can take home today. Visit Buddy's Home Furnishings in Athens at 600 South Jefferson Street in the Athens Shopping Center. Go online to buddyrents.com or call 206-9505. Buddy's Home Furnishings. Real estate, real easy. That's the motto at Innovative Realty Solutions, and providing the highest quality real estate services is their mission. With sound real estate advice, the latest information, and a skilled analysis of the real estate market, Innovative Realty Solutions offers a better home buying and selling experience with a fair, ethical, and, yes, innovative process. Innovative Realty Solutions. Visit them on Facebook, online at innovativerealtysolutions.com, at 100 North Clinton Street in Athens, or call 230-5950. Innovative Realty Solutions. Real estate, real easy. Keep up with local school, travel, youth, and amateur sports throughout the week with the Play Action Sports Update. Listen weekday mornings at 7:30 and weekday afternoons at 1:30 and 3:30 as we bring you the latest scores, news, and announcements from Limestone County and surrounding communities. That's the Play Action Sports Update 3 times a day, Monday through Friday on 1080 WKAC.
Hi, this is Darryl Cheney, formerly of the Cincinnati Reds and Atlanta Braves, and you're listening to Applebee's Tailgate Talk.
And welcome back to Limestone County Sports Hall of Fame induction, ladies and gentlemen, here on Applebee's Tailgate Talk. And we grabbed out of the crowd Mr. John Wayne King, 2022 induction. Buddy, you was a four score and trying to do Abraham Lincoln. 4-sport star for Clements High School, baseball, basketball, football, and track.
Well, we had very little track. We did have a few meets. Same thing in baseball.
What did you do in track? I
was a long jumper.
There you go.
I was a long jumper.
All right.
Cool. So I saw another thing in there that you were good enough in baseball where you got a tryout for the Atlanta Braves. Can you talk to me a little bit about that tryout?
Well, I was playing American Legion baseball here in Athens, and Coach Smith, who was coaching the team, he got that together. I don't know how. The next thing I knew, was in a car and was headed to Atlanta. And we stayed over there that night and then went out the next day and worked out in the old field out there. And I found out I was too slow, pretty quick. And but anyway, it was a great opportunity for me because they put me in a Braves uniform. I went in the clubhouse. And just as I walked in the clubhouse, Henry Aaron was standing.
Oh, wow. That's really cool.
And I was too dumb to get an autograph. Too scared, mainly. But anyway, we got out on the field. They hit me what seemed like 1,000 baseballs at short, second, and third. And then I got to hit a few. And I'd already signed to play basketball at Calhoun.
Yeah.
And I was going to play baseball with Coach Fricky. So they said, just go back and do that, and we'll stay in touch with you. So I got hurt my freshman year and missed part of it. And so that was about the end of that story. It's quite an experience, though.
I was going to ask you if basketball was your standout sport. I mean, you're going to ask you if basketball was your standout sport because you're kind of short. That's the joke. You're like really tall guy.
Well, in high school, basketball probably was my best sport.
Okay.
Of course, we won state championship, co-championship in football, and then the championship in basketball the same year.
Yeah.
Basically the same people.
Same, because there wasn't many. Everybody was a two-sport athlete back then.
Yeah, probably a lot of people were probably playing offense and defense for football as well.
Yeah, well, I did.
Yeah.
So it was. We had a group of guys that pretty much grown up together, played together from about 7th grade on, and so it was a good experience.
So you probably have a lot of really good memories from winning. I mean, back to back. With football and basketball being on the heels of each other. That's really cool to win it the same year.
Well, we didn't. Of course, we won the state tournament in basketball in Tuscaloosa, but we didn't know about the co-championship until a little later on, and so that was quite an experience for us.
Yeah.
So after you graduated, you come back and you go back and coach at Clements. What was that like coming back coaching at your alma mater?
Well, when you're only about 4 years older than the kids you're coaching.
Aha! Yes, sir.
But we had some good athletes, had some good years down there. As a matter of fact, one of them's being honored here tonight, John Johnson.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah. John played at Clements, and then he signed with Ole Miss.
Yep.
And when he went down there, he was about 6'3", 273 pounds.
Really?
And that was one of the largest people they'd signed back. Now that's just, they got defensive backs that weigh that much.
It's just about, yes, sir.
Now, wasn't John Garland on that team?
Pardon me?
Wasn't John Garland on that team?
Yeah, I think so.
He's one of my golfing buddies.
Okay, so do you still keep up with Clements? Do you still keep up with Clements sports quite often? Like, do you still keep up with how they're doing in basketball, how they're doing in football?
Not as much as I have been in the past. I've been to some football games and some basketball. Of course, at Calhoun, I played basketball with Coach Shuttleworth, and I played baseball with Coach Fricky, Fred Fricky. Coach Fricky forgot more baseball than some people ever learned.
Wow.
But he was a heck of a player, heck of a coach.
And when you got out of Calhoun, you went to Athens State?
I did.
Right.
I did, and I played baseball there.
Played baseball there?
Yeah.
Now, did Coach Belcher coach baseball too? Did Coach Belcher coach baseball too?
No.
He was just basketball, I guess.
Harold Merrill coached it later on. Leon Holiday coached it when I was playing. So.
All right. I had something on my brain. Is it time to take a break? Well, Mr. John Wayne King, it sure was good to see you, sir. Thank you for joining us.
I appreciate y'all being here.
Yes, sir. Congratulations on your induction.
Congratulations.
Long overdue. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time to take a quick break. You're listening to Applebee's Tailgate Talk.
P4 Physical Therapy is a new outpatient provider offering community-based care with a unique partnership model that allows them to consistently deliver world-class outpatient care, emphasizing personalized hands-on treatment. Whether it's orthopedic, physical, geriatric, or manual therapy, sports or neuro rehab, telehealth, or most any type of muscle or joint pain, P4 Physical Therapy promises to treat you with integrity, compassion, faithfulness, and selflessness. Locations in Athens, Huntsville, and Winfield, Alabama, as well as Fayetteville and Knoxville, Tennessee. Look for them on Facebook or online at p4physicaltherapy.com. When things go wrong, State Farm is here to help life go right. And Agent Michael Howell is the one who can help get things back on track. See Michael for your auto, home, life, health, property, and business insurance, and be ready for those unexpected twists that life throws at you. Ask about banking and annuities, too. Call State Farm Agent Michael Howell at 232-5400. Visit him online at michaelhowell.net or go see him at 903 South Clinton Street in Athens. State Farm Agent Michael Howell. There when things go wrong, here to help life go right. Quality Vinyl is on your side. Quality Vinyl in Athens has been in business since 1987, offering great prices and service the whole time. What has changed is the technology of their products. From vinyl siding and shutters, sunrooms and screen rooms, to doors, windows, columns, and rails. Quality Vinyl, located on the corner of Highway 72 and Reed Road in Athens, just 6 miles west of I-65. Call 232-2665 or visit them online at qualityvinyl.net. Quality Vinyl is on your side.
From day one, First National Bank has been built on a strong foundation of community first. First to lend a helping hand, first to help with community events and fundraisers. First to support local students, athletic programs, and civic organizations. First to support events like United Way, Relay for Life, and many more charitable events. And most importantly, working for our great community. Without you, there'd be no First National Bank. Making communities great together. That's what we strive for.
Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC.
Takes the snap. He's going to roll out to the far side. He's going to throw it off his back foot deep. He's got a man. Touchdown! James Clemens!
Be listening for James Clemens High School football this coming season as the Jets take on the best in Class 7A competition. You can hear every featured game streamed live online at pasnetwork.net, on your Amazon Echo device, or on your Play Action Sports app, and later on demand. You can also hear the replays Sunday afternoons on WKAC Radio. Join us for exciting coverage of James Clemens Jets football this coming season from Play Action Sports and 1080 WKAC.
This is James Clemens girls basketball coach Monica Maxwell, and you are listening to Applebee's Tailgate Talk.
Welcome back to Applebee's Tailgate Talk, ladies and gentlemen. We're live here at the special edition of the Limestone County Sports Hall of Fame induction tonight. Tom McClung, old Tomcat, here alongside Tojo J. Vassar, producer extraordinaire Tim Lambert. One Adam Dodson had to go do some work. He had to go photograph.
He had to do some double duty.
Honoree Danny Anderson, Adolph Cosby, Mike Davis, Mary Fletcher Burton, Rashad Harris, Bernard Hendricks, Walter Hill, John Johnson, John Wayne King, and Philip Rivers. Congratulations, everyone, for your first, your contributions to Limestone County sports, and second off, congratulations for your induction into the Hall of Fame.
Yeah, an awesome class, and great job by the board and getting it right again. So
absolutely,
and thanking them for allowing us to be here once again.
We outlasted COVID. So missing our little buddy.
We're missing Zach. He loved us every year.
He did
because he got to eat free.
Didn't he? Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for us to go on. We got one more special.
We got about 4 weeks. 4 weeks, maybe mud volleyball. So
absolutely,
looking forward to that. Big spring park.
And we ain't got to go home. We got to get ourselves up out of here.
Because we got to go eat.
Y'all got to go eat. I got to get out of here.
Oh, yeah.
See y'all later.
We have a special group of people here with us tonight, and I've spoken to many of you. I don't think I've spoken to all of you. But this time we would like to recognize our past inductees who are so faithful to come back and support the Hall of Fame. If you are a past inductee of the Limestone County Sports Hall of Fame, if you will please stand and be recognized. Thank you guys very much. We appreciate you coming back and supporting us each and every year. We're honored. I'm going to talk about our golf tournament now. The golf tournament, the Martha Joe Leonard Memorial Golf Tournament was held Thursday out in Tailgate. We had a great time. We had a great turnout. We're going to go through the winning teams here, but before we do that, and I want to recognize some people. Our corporate sponsor of that event is the Orthopedic Center, the TOC. They've been our corporate sponsor of that ever since we moved the tournament to Cambridge. even before it was TOC, when it was Athens Ortho Sports. The surgeons, the docs there are great supporters of the Hall of Fame, and I want to thank them very much for believing in us and supporting us. Cambridge, the crew there does a great job. We couldn't do it without them. I ran golf tournaments in several places, and Mickey and his crew there make it so easy. Jimmy Smith Buick GMC is our hole-in-one sponsor, and we'll talk more about that in just a minute. And they have been ever since the tournament initiated, and we certainly want to thank them for doing that. Pepsi of Decatur provides our drinks for us. And if you look on page 77 in the program, we had, I think, again, I've been involved in a lot of charity golf tournaments, and I can honestly say we had more hole sponsors than any tournament I've ever participated in. And you can see them on page 77. Take time, please, to recognize them and supporting the Hall of Fame and the causes that we're trying to carry out. So without any further ado, Greg, are we ready to go through the slides on the golf? Closest to the pin was Thornton Garvin, John Lunsford, and R.J. Young. And then closest to the pin on number 3 for what we think is the first time in the history of a charity tournament at golf at Cambridge, Mr. Jansen Burgess made a hole-in-one and won a new GMC pickup truck. It was an exciting afternoon for Jansen. He was playing on Reed Chirocare's team, isn't that right? There you go. There you go. We had 2 flights. We had 27 teams. We had a great turnout for the golf tournament. We broke it up into 2 flights. We'll roll through here. We played 3 places in each flight. In the second flight, the third place team was Andy John King's team. Andy John, you're here. Congratulations. The second place team was Morrell Engineering. And the first place team was Martin and Kobe Construction. That was in the second flight. The first flight, the third place team was Reed Chiropractic. Second place team was Brad Stovall Auto Body Repair. And the winning team, Dr. Davis, was Pathway Eye. You didn't play, but you put together a heck of a team. They waxed everybody. So thanks to everybody that helped participate in the golf tournament and make it a hugely successful event. Now we want to, really the main cause that we support, other than inducting these great people into this Hall of Fame, is a scholarship program. Judge Jimmy Woodruff, who couldn't be with us here tonight, he gave us our tagline a few years ago now that says, recognizing legends and rewarding students. And we're really committed to that. This group of people you see behind me, our board, is very committed to our scholarship program. Our fundraising committee, headed by Judge Jimmy Woodruff, and many of these people behind me do a fantastic job of raising money each year through the golf tournament primarily, so that we can continue and increase our scholarship program. We know the increasing cost of college education. This year we were able to award 4 $4,000 scholarships to student athletes in Athens and Limestone County. That's $16,000. That's our largest year in scholarship awards to date. Best I can tell, if my math is right, we've awarded right at $90,000 in scholarships to student athletes here in Limestone County. And with the fundraising efforts we've had this year, there's not a question that we're going to be able to increase not only the amount of the scholarships, but hopefully add at least one more scholarship as we go into the next school year. We're honored here tonight to have our scholarship recipients for this year. I want to recognize them at this time and ask them to stand when I call their name. The Jimmy Gill Memorial Limestone County Sports Hall of Fame Scholarship, which was a $4,000 scholarship to a student of their choice, was awarded to Carly Red from Clements High School. Carly is the daughter of Dawn Ridgeway and is a graduate of Clements High School. She played volleyball and softball for Clements. In addition, she was a member of the varsity cheerleading squad. She logged over 200 hours of community service through Key Club International, the National Bathing Club, and the Clements Athletic Association. She also served as the president of Skills USA organization and president of the local chapter of Key Club International. Carly plans on majoring in business while attending the University of Montevallo. Congratulations, Carly. The Jackie and Helen Greenhall Limestone County Sports Hall of Fame Scholarship was awarded to Mr. Brody Dunn from Ardmore High School. Congratulations, Brody. Brody is the son of Kevin and Ginger Dunn and is a graduate of Ardmore High. He was a member of the football and basketball teams at Ardmore and was voted by his football teammates as captain and most valuable player his senior year. Brody was a member of the Future Farmers of America, where he served as vice president and a member of the Fellowship of Christian Athletes. In addition, Brody also volunteered time as a counselor at Camp Joy Children's Camp. Brody plans to major in secondary education at the University of North Alabama. Congratulations, Brody. Our third Limestone County Sports Hall of Fame scholarship recipient is Yamilet Mendoza. Yamilet is the daughter of Montague Vega and Sergio Mendoza and is a graduate of Tanner High School. She was a member of the soccer team, cross-country team while at Tanner. In addition, she was selected by her peers to be the president of her senior class. She's a member of the FBLA Club, Beta Club, Key Club, FCCLA clubs. In preparation to achieve her goal of becoming a teacher, she has completed the teacher in training program at the Limestone County Technical School. She plans to attend Calhoun Community College for her core curriculum before transferring to either UNA or Jacksonville State to obtain an early education degree. Congratulations to Yamilet. Our final scholarship recipient is Micah Perkins from Lindsay Lane Christian Academy. Micah graduate of Lindsay Lane Christian Academy and is the son of Kevin and Jennifer Perkins. Michael was a member of the baseball team at Lindsay Lane Christian Academy, where he served as the team captain for 2 years. Michael experienced Christian service firsthand as the Perkins family served as missionaries to Costa Rica during Michael's middle school years. Michael has served his local church by volunteering for Vacation Bible School, Kids Camp, and in the church nursery. And since 2016, he has also served as a volunteer at the Boys and Girls Club of Huntsville. Mike is planning on attending Huntington College, where he will play baseball and pursue a sports management degree. Congratulations, Mike. You look over on page 77 of your program before we get into the heart of the matter here tonight, which is the induction ceremony. I want to thank some more folks for their kind generosity to the Hall of Fame. Representative Danny Crawford and the entire Limestone County legislative delegation are very kind to us in supporting the Hall of Fame. The United Way of Athens and Limestone County, we could not put this event on without them. They were, Kay McFarland, who chairs our United Way, was in the back. That was her daughter with her back there tonight. They handle all of our ticket sales and the logistics of that, and certainly appreciate what they do. Good folks over here with WKAC, Applebee's Tailgate Talk. Thank you, fellas. Appreciate the exposure you give us. Really do appreciate that. Bennett's Department Store for the tuxedos. Adam Dodson and the News Courier. Adam, thank you. Appreciate you very much for the stories on our inductees. And Sandy Turner and the Alabama Veterans Museum here for the fine event venue that they provide for us each and every year. Behind me sits a group of people, and I say this every year. The line of work I'm in, I've served on many civic, social, nonprofit boards. But this is honestly the most functional board I have ever served on. I'm honored to be a part of it. These people are committed to the cause of what we do and trying to help the educational lives of young people. We have a good time doing it, but they're very genuine and very sincere in what they do, and I'm honored to be a part of them. You guys know I love you and appreciate you. Thank you very much. They're a good group. How about a hand for our board? Special recognition tonight. You know, these banquets just don't happen. There's a lot of work that goes into it. Stand up, Miss Helen. Miss Helen Greenhall chairs this banquet committee. This would not happen without her. How about a hand for Miss Helen? And Greg Young, our AV guy, a little shaky start tonight, Greg, but we pulled it off. Thank you for what you do there. You made up. We got it. All good. Hands to Greg. Now we'll get into the part of the program for really why we're all here tonight, and that's the 2022 induction ceremony. And I'm going to talk about each one of these recipients. We'll talk about the accolades from their playing days, but please pay attention to the bios in the program. Barry Devine is kind of our sports information director with the Hall of Fame, and he has called former coaches, players, teammates of all these inductees and gotten quotes from them. And I challenge you to read all of the bios on the players because I'm just going to hit the highlights tonight. But here we go. Our first inductee was a basketball standout for the Elkmont Red Devils. He was 3-time All-County player, a 3-time All-Area player, All-Region, and All-State. He averaged 18.3 points per game, 10.1 rebounds per game, and 5.8 assists per game as a 3-year starter for Elkmont. He helped lead the Red Devils to the first county championship in school history during his senior season at Elkmont, and the Red Devils posted a 28-3 record and earned a spot in the state playoffs. Following his playing days at Elkmont, Anderson earned a basketball scholarship to Calhoun Community College. He helped Calhoun win the state championship, and the Warhawks were the National Junior College Athletic Association runner-up. He averaged 17 points, 10 rebounds, and 3 assists while playing for Calhoun. He transferred to Midland Junior College in Midland, Texas for his sophomore year. He averaged 13 points and 8 rebounds while at Midland. His final 2 years playing were at the University of North Alabama. He played in 45 games for the Lions while starting 39 contests. He averaged nearly 13 points per game and 5 rebounds per game during his 2-year career at UNA. Ladies and gentlemen, 2022 Limestone County Sports Hall of Fame inductee, Danny Anderson.
Good evening. First, I would like to thank all the inductees of the Limestone County Hall of Fame. Congratulations to you. I would also like to thank the Limestone County Sports Hall of Fame board members, former inductees, and the chairman, Jeff Hodges, for this opportunity. If I could sum up my life in one sentence, it would be a boy, a ball, and opportunity. That's basically how I could sum up my life. A boy, a ball, and opportunity. Basketball has given me many opportunities in my life. And without basketball, I would not be the person, the coach, the husband, the father, the employee that I am today. You see, without basketball, I probably would have never graduated high school. I am the first person in my family to graduate high school. I am the first person in my family to go to college. I am the first person in my family to graduate college. It's taken me to places I would never have been able to go otherwise. And it's allowed me to impact so many of my players and students. So when I say basketball, when I tell you that I can sum my life up in one sentence, a boy, a ball, and opportunity, it really has. The early years of my life, I can be honest and tell you that I come from a family that did not have a lot. To be honest, we were really poor. Basketball was something that allowed me to gravitate to embrace, and to really hang on to. My mom is here. Mom, would you stand up? My mother has done so much for me. My father died when I was 13. In and she had to raise 3 boys and a daughter. Mama, thank you so much for instilling the values that you did for me. Thank you. My brothers that are here, Mark and Dale, they were my older brothers. They didn't have the same opportunities that I had. Had I been born before them, I may not have had the opportunities that I did. But my 2 brothers, they were like a father figure to me. They helped push me, they helped motivate me, they encouraged me to continue. And I wouldn't be where I'm at today without my 2 brothers, Mark and Dale. I can remember many times sneaking out of my house. There were many nights I would park my bicycle behind the window, and I would open the window and I would get on my bicycle and I would drive down to Piney Chapel Elementary. And I would be playing basketball 12, 1, 2 o'clock in the morning, but I just loved it that much. My childhood memory, coaches that played a big part in my life, people that really helped give me the love for basketball. Johnny Solomon, Roger McCurry. I can remember growing up and those guys being my great league coaches, and I can remember always wanting to make them proud of me. I'm so thankful that Johnny is here with us tonight. You mean a great deal to me, and I want you to know how much I love you and appreciate you for all that you did for me. Childhood friends, so many parents helped raise me. It was a village. I was saying it takes a village to raise a kid. And I had so many wonderful friends and parents that helped me through my middle school days, and my middle school coaches, Charles Harbin, Alton Downs, and my high school coach, Coach Britton. These guys seen something in me and invested in me, and I'm grateful for them. So many teachers. I was that kid in high school that a lot of teachers might have said, this kid ain't going to amount to a whole lot. But if it wasn't for the great teachers like Allison Jones. Miss Allison, are you here? Miss Allison and her husband Corky are with us tonight. Miss Allison, you may have left school many days feeling defeated, feeling like your job was not done well, but I want you to know that it was teachers like you to help people like me be where I'm at today. So thank you so much for your time and investment with me. I would like to thank my teammates. There's no individual award that you can have without a teammate. Teammates are the greatest people you can ever have. When Emmett Smith gave his Hall of Fame induction, he talked about a fullback named Daryl Johnson. And he talked about how Daryl was the reason, Moose was the reason why he was able to be inducted into the Hall of Fame. And I've got a teammate, Gary Jones, with me tonight. Gary, me and you went through a lot of games together. I love you like a brother. I'm so thankful you were able to be here tonight. Relationships. And I'll end on this. Relationships are what it's about. I've had so many great people in my life. When I look out here and I see Coach Elmore, when I took the head basketball job at Fort Payne, I never knew a guy named Coach Elmore until I later realized that Coach Elmore was the head football coach at Athens. And Coach Elmore and his wife, Miss Connie, allowed me to stay in their house for 2 or 3 nights when we were transitioning to Fort Payne. And Coach Elmore, I appreciate you. And it's just funny how sports can tie everybody around. Coach Brian Gafford. When I came back to Limestone County and I got the opportunity to coach in Limestone County, Coach Gafford was the varsity head basketball coach at Clements. Coach Gafford, that was probably one of the best years of my life working with you. It taught me about loyalty. It taught me about you allowing me a big ownership in our program and what we did. And I'm grateful for the time I spent with you. Last, I just want to talk about my family. My wife, Jennifer, and our 3 children. In my career, you guys have packed up, moved, started all over. But you have been supportive, and I'm so grateful for you. I'll end this with my closing thoughts. It's been an honor and a privilege to be a member of the Limestone County Sports Hall of Fame. But I would not be here today if I did not have a lot of Hall of Fame people that invested in my life. Thank you so much.
Our next inductee graduated from Athens High School in 1978 and was a multi-sport athlete playing basketball, volleyball, and track and field. In basketball and volleyball, she was all area and all region. As a senior for Athens, she was a state champion in shot, put, distance, 440, and mile relays, as Athens would win the state track meet. At the time, that team set state records for both relays. At the collegiate level, she wanted to play both basketball and volleyball. And despite being heavily recruited by legendary women's basketball coach Pat Summitt at the University of Tennessee, she would end up going to West Georgia College, where she was allowed to play both sports. She was a two-sport star for 4 years at West Georgia College. She was a 3-time team MVP in volleyball and 2-time MVP in basketball. She helped lead West Georgia's state championships in basketball and volleyball. Her individual honors in basketball included being named Georgia Small College Player of the Year by the Atlanta Tip-Off Club and West Georgia College Female Athlete of the Year. Ladies and gentlemen, Limestone County Sports Hall of Fame 2022 inductee Mary Fletcher Burton.
Good evening, everyone. First of all, I would like to thank God and pray that He is glorified tonight. I would like to thank and congratulate the other inductees into the Limestone County Sports Hall of Fame class of 2022. I would also like to thank those who deemed my accomplishments deserving of such an honor. And I would also like to thank the selection committee for making the ultimate decision on that. I have people here tonight who are supporting me, and I would like to thank them for being here tonight. My sister Martha Duraso is here with me. My beautiful daughter Marley Burton is here. My brother Eldred Fletcher is here. My niece Marissa Duraso. My best friend Stacy Mosley is here with me today. Also my high school classmate and teammate Judy Stennett. And my high school and collegiate teammate, Cynthia Phillips. Thank you guys so much for being here and for your support. Not able to be here tonight is my husband, Edward Burton, who is back home in California, and also my mom, Marjorie Darby, who is not able to be here. Without her love, dedication, and support, I would not be standing here today. So thank you to each and every one of you. There have been other people who have made this journey successful for me, and I would like to take the time to thank them as well. I started high school in 1974 as a freshman. That was my first year to ever play organized sports. And to be honest with you, I was not a good athlete. However, I had an awesome coach my first 3 years at Athens High School, Coach Myra Black King. And she saw something in me that I did not see in myself. So by the time I got to be a senior in high school with my coach then, T. Jackson, I was ready to go on to college. So I thank you, Coach King, and I thank Coach T. Jackson for the time and effort that they put into me to make me and develop me into a successful athlete. Also, I had wonderful coaches at West Georgia College, and I would like to thank them as well. They're not here, but they played an integral part in my being here before you this evening. In volleyball, I had Coach Diane Bedford and Coach Judy Kirkpatrick. For basketball, Coach Tom Lean, and also Coach Nancy Mosley. Most of all, while at West Georgia College, I had a mentor and a second mother who really encouraged me and kept me on the right path while I was in college. Even when I'm going to quit and say it was time for me to go home, she encouraged me to continue. She would say, give it one more week. Give it one more week. And I not only gave it one more week, but I went and I stayed there for 6 years. And that lady is the late Mrs. Dorothy McNabb. As you have already heard, I had the opportunity to attend the University of Tennessee and play for the legendary coach, Pat Summitt. I chose not to. A lot of people thought I was crazy. I had a lot of people who were disappointed by me choosing not to go. But I chose the road less traveled, and I'm so glad that I chose a different road, because that road that I traveled led me to experiences that I would never have known had I not chosen West Georgia College. That road led me to share a surgical recovery room with former Atlanta Hawks running back Gerald Riggs after I had season-ending ACL surgery. That road also led me to a seat at the table beside former Atlanta Hawks and NBA Hall of Famer Dominique Wilkins as I accepted the Georgia Small College Player of the Year award from the Atlanta Tip-Off Club. That road led me to a BS in political science and a master's degree in public administration. That road also led me to a teaching and coaching job at East Limestone High School, where I coached the volleyball team. In the first year that I coached there, we went to the state volleyball tournament. That road is what led me to this place on this day at this time to be inducted into the Limestone County Sports Hall of Fame. I'm so grateful that I took the road less traveled because of the experiences that I had and the people that I've met along the way that have poured into me and helped develop me into the woman that you see standing before you today. In closing, I would like to quote Bob O'Connell. To win the game is great, to play the game is greater, to love the game is greatest. I had the opportunity to win many games. I had the opportunity to play many games. But most of all, I had the opportunity to love not only one game, but 2 games, both volleyball and basketball. And the love for those games is what has been successful in my life. And so I am truly grateful for that road less traveled. Again, I would like to thank each one here tonight who is responsible for my standing here. I really appreciate it, and I will forever cherish this award and this evening for as long as I live. Again, thank you very much.
Our next inductee was a 3-year starter at running back for Athens High School, and and helped the Golden Eagles earn back-to-back state championships in 1975 and 1976. He rushed for over 3,000 yards during his career while at Athens. Being named All-Southern, Super All-State, and First Team All-State. He became a starter at tailback for the Golden Eagles during the third game of his sophomore season. He would share the backfield that season with future Auburn football great, Limestone County Sports Hall of Fame inductee Brady Smith, who played fullback. His best season for the Golden Eagles was his junior year as he rushed for 1,300 yards and scored 17 touchdowns, leading Athens to their state championship repeat. He scored the only touchdown in the state championship game against Andalusia. Athens High School made the state playoff during all 3 seasons that he played for the Golden Eagles. A knee injury during the 4th game of his senior season at Athens would hamper him the rest of that year, but it did not stop college recruiters from contacting the star running back. He chose to sign with Auburn University and played 4 seasons for the Tigers. Ladies and gentlemen, 2022 Limestone County Sports Hall of Fame inductee Adolph Cosby.
Thank God, thank Mom and Dad. I'm not going to be able to name all the coaches and all the other people who bring back my life during my year in high school, or even now, some still are. But I'm going to tell you that I'm very grateful. I appreciate everybody. I appreciate all the things you've done to help me get there and accomplish goals that I didn't realize I even had. You're welcome some coaches and some team members. So to all the players, to my team, even board member Nancy Leonard was a cheerleader at that time with us. I just add that in the speech. But the thing, my point is that my journey at Athens High School was different. There was some difficult times with it. But I'm going to tell you, from the bottom of my heart, I thank you. I thank all of you all. From the bottom of my heart, I tell you that it's been a great journey. I'm fortunate to go from Auburn and have, which I consider a pretty decent, mediocre type experience for the football part of it. But I'm fortunate to graduate and move on and have a great life, a great family support. But like I said, I'm speaking from my heart, man. I do have some notes here I'm going to refer to, but I'm not going to waste too much of your time. There's 2 things that come to mind, most of all. If you have any idea about what we went through, especially my senior year, I want to tell you that. The first thing is a quote from the Bible. It says, humble yourself under the mighty hands of God. He will exalt you in due time. If you don't remember anything else about me, or anything else about what's going on with Athens High School during my period, I have one more Bible verse I want to share with you. And that is, humble yourself, therefore, under the mighty hands of God, that He may lift you up in due time. This is due time for me. I want to thank each and every one of you for your support. Thank you.
Our next inductee was the pioneer of women's sports at Ardmore High School. He would serve as Ardmore's girls basketball coach from 1971 to 1982. He also coached volleyball for 2 years at the boys basketball team from 1979 to 1981. He posted a career record of 78 and 37 as the Lady Tigers basketball coach. His teams of the early 1980s were dominant. The 1980-81 and 81-82 teams were a combined 42 and 8. The 81-82 team captured the county season and tournament championship, Area 14 championship, and were Region 7 champions. Ardmore would go on that year to lose to eventual state champion Pisgah in the quarterfinals of the state tournament. I'm going to veer off script for a minute, because this was a little bit personal to me. Because I'm an Ardmore guy. I went to school there. My kids graduated from school there. My wife graduated from school there. There's several Ardmore people in the building here tonight to support this man. You know, those teams, if there was a Mount Rushmore for coaches at Ardmore High School, Coach Eugene Cooper would be on there, Coach Harold Merle would be on there, administration, Robert Witt would be on there. They're all members of this Hall of Fame. This gentleman would be on the Mount Rushmore of coaches at Ardmore High School. I was in middle school during those days, and I remember those basketball teams at that old gym, and how it polarized and captivated and unified our community like, honestly, I don't think it's ever been before. It was amazing. I remember the night we beat Red Bay, is that right, Coach? And headed to Pisgah. Me and a bunch of students on a yellow bus heading up Sand Mountain to play Pisgah. And I remember looking behind that yellow bus and seeing a line of cars. It was our turn to follow this man, his basketball team. But honestly, it's not what I remember first for. You know, back in the late 70s, mid to late 70s, pep rallies were real pep rallies. I don't know if any of y'all can remember that. They were first thing on Friday morning, and they were a solid hour. And they weren't 20 or 30 minutes at the end of the day, and the kids started leaving. No, sir, we were there for a solid hour and sometimes longer. And as an elementary school child in that old gymnasium in Ardmore, when I first started going to those pep rallies, this chant started going on. And I didn't know what the heck people were saying. It started the senior section because they all sat together. We want Davis. We want Davis. And finally, I figured out what they were saying. We want Davis. And the building would be in a frenzy. The roof about to pop off. And the chant would keep going. And out of that old basement, of that old gym, this little scrawny, short, dark-haired man with thick, black-rimmed glasses would appear. And ladies and gentlemen, the minute the student body saw him, you could hear a pin drop. And you know, I've thought about that a lot as I've gotten older. And you're asking yourself tonight, what's this guy talking about? What's this got to do with the whole thing? Well, I think it's got to do a lot. There's a lot that goes into being a Hall of Fame. You know, to get a gymnasium full of children to be that quiet today, you'd have to threaten to take every one of them's cell phone away from them. But he didn't have to, because that was the respect that he garnered from every single student at Ardmore High School. You know, respect today among the educational ranks is not great. Students don't respect their teachers, the administration, their coaches, teammates, each other. sometimes. And you know, respect is not asked for. No matter what position you hold, you can't ask or demand respect. Respect is only achieved in one way. It is earned. This man earned the respect of a school, a community, and of a student body. Those teams were legendary, still are today. But what is even more legendary is the impact of the lives that I've seen him have on people in our community. He's presided over weddings for people from the Ardmore community, unfortunately over funerals for people from the Ardmore community. If you read the quote in the program about him at the bottom, about what an inspiration he was to a young lady that was battling a dark time in her life with cancer. That lady is sitting in the back of this room tonight. It'll move you. That's Hall of Fame material, ladies and gentlemen. That's Hall of Fame material. I was reading social media posts after the article came out in the paper a couple days ago about him being inducted into the Hall of Fame, and over were words like role model, most influential coach and teacher I ever had. Shaped a lot of lives with his character. You had a great impact on my life. Those were all quotes off social media in the last few days about our next inductee. He was a great coach, but the impact that he had on our community, on the lives, students that he taught and that he coached, makes him a Hall of Famer, in my opinion. It is my distinct honor to introduce 2022 Limestone County Sports Hall of Fame inductee, Coach Mike Davis.
I feel like that the old man who was told that he won $1 million in his 80s, and he expressed appreciation for it in a very humble way. When he was asked what he was going to do with that $1 million, he said, I'm going to share it. I'm going to share it with all my friends, with all my family, until I get to the point where I'm helping someone that needs help. Well, I feel sort of like him tonight with that introduction. I'm moved by that, not worthy, I claim, but with students and with a community that was so tied together, there was absolutely no way that you could not work hard to be successful. I thank the board for this recognition, and it's an honor for me to accept it on behalf of my family, on behalf of my former players, some of which here tonight, whom I dearly love and have just been all at the success that they have had in their lives, with their children, and in the community. I further accept this on behalf of the community of Ardmore High School because it is strictly a wonderful and beautiful community. When Mr. Witt approached me to start this program, I requested and received the okay to bring Catherine Connor along with us. Catherine Connor is not with us tonight, but let me tell you, there was no other person that I could have worked alongside that had the full respect and love that the girls had for Catherine Connor. So I accept this award on our behalf tonight also. I must say this, for all women's coaches that may be here tonight, if you're not serious about it, get out of it. Because of the fact that these women will work the hardest you will ever see. Compared to coaching boys and girls, after the 2 years I coached the boys, I decided I wanted the boys and just told Mr. Witt, I don't want to coach the boys anymore. I want to coach the girls because they are coachable and they work hard and they believe in themselves. Now, when he approached me about taking the program, I told him I didn't know about it. Let's think about it a minute. And I said, are you serious about this, or are we just doing this because Title IX requires it? Are we serious about forming a program that's going to be worthy? And he said, well, I don't guess we've got a choice. We're about to go try to be the best we can be. And it's from that point that we had his total support, along with Coach Eugene Copeland, that we were able to go along and have some success and a good program up there now. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen, and thank you to the board for such a recognition. I appreciate it very much.
The pep talks he gave during those pep rallies are legendary too. Our next inductee earned all-area and all-state honors during his final year playing for Coach Steve Rivers and the Athens High Golden Eagles. He would earn a football scholarship at the University of Louisville, where he was a 4-year starter for the Cardinals at the middle linebacker. His accomplishments include 1997 All-Conference Freshman Defense, 1998 Motor City Bowl record, 11 solo tackles, 1999 third-team All-Conference Team Captain, 2000 Second-Team All-Conference, Conference USA Defensive Player of the Week for October 12, 2000, Team Defensive Player of the Year, Team Captain. He finished his career with 372 tackles and ranks in the top 10 tackles in Louisville football history. He has earned the Liberty Bowl Scholar Athlete Award. He played professionally as a member of the Barcelona Dragons, an American football team in Europe, and also spent time on the rosters of both the Cincinnati Bengals and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Ladies and gentlemen, 2022 Limestone County Sports Hall of Fame inductee, Rashad Harris.
Good evening. Can everybody hear me? Okay. Good evening. Okay. All right. I'm not going to be able to get on. My heart's beating out of my chest right now. But before I get started, I do want to thank my Creator God for His blessing, and also I just want to thank every one of you who gave up your Saturday and a couple of tanks of gas to be here tonight. You got to do something about those gas prices. But also, I want to thank every inductee, former inductee, and also I would like to thank you, Mr. Hodges, and all the rest of the board members, and also to you, Ms. McVeigh, who was my math teacher, the best math teacher. All right, and when she gave that call, I was surprised. You know, I tend to downplay a lot of things because I don't take myself too seriously. But this is a a big deal, not only for myself, but for my family and friends who's been on this journey with me. And, you know, in high school and even in college, I was telling Coach Rivers that everything to me was fun. And I had, it was not a day that I dreaded coming to school. I kid you not. I might have had some challenging times with geometry, but my mother pushed me through it, okay, with a little bit of extra help. And that's just, you know, that was just constant encouragement from everybody. I think this recognition is very special because it honors and represents the group of individuals that are partly responsible for an inductee's accomplishments. Your parents and teachers can only give you so much, but you have to do the work, and you have to work hard at whatever you do. So all you, I see a lot of young faces out there and everything, so don't let anybody fool you, all right? To be whatever you want to be and do whatever you want to do, you're going to have to work very hard at it, and you're going to have to work day and night to even have a chance to have a little bit of success, all right? And I mean, that's just the truth, okay? You know, I don't think any of us wearing these tuxedos in any former inductee would not be up here without the support of loved ones, all right? So I'm going to call out those loved ones. I could talk about games and practices and championships and jobs and all day long, but it wouldn't do it justice because you have to have a foundation underneath you, okay? Father figure, mother figure, mom, dad, whatever, that support has to be there for that flower to grow, all right? And, you know, I was just very, very extremely lucky to have great coaches and great teammates and great people who made coming to school and who also made coming to work very fun. And to me, that's what sports was for me. It wasn't the best at all, but, you know, I tried to do the best that I could. I did what my dad told me to do. He said, if you do anything, you do the best that you can. And that's it. And that's all you can do. Okay? And if it isn't working, you have to make adjustments. And guess what? You got to do some more. You know, and I think if you have that attitude, you'll make it in whatever you choose to do. All right? So I just thank all my family, all my friends for being that rock and being that support. But there are some family members and friends here who I would like to stand briefly and be recognized because without you, there is no me. All right? All my former teachers, coaches, family members who are here, and friends, I want you to stand and be recognized, please. Now, this is not all of them. This is just a fraction, so I just really thank them taking the time out of Saturday to be here, okay? But now there are some, you know, you love everybody and everything, but there are some special family and friends who I would like to recognize. You just stood, so you don't have to stand anymore. But I just want to spend a little bit of time on them to tell you how much they mean to me. My two roommates and also teammates, Mr. Adrian Walker, who's not here. We shared an apartment together for 2 years. That apartment should be in the Hall of Fame. And Mr. Zeke Parker, who is an inductee and also was my teammate since the 7th grade in track. We played football together on 3 levels, on the same team actually, in professional football, University of Louisville, and also Athens High School. And he's awesome. And if you want to teach your kids how to run, send them to Parker Track Club. All right, he won't disappoint, I promise you. Also, I would want to recognize 4 individuals who I met, this young man in 1991. And I met him in 1991 in Beverly Freeman's English class. And, you know, he's been my best friend since 1991. So we've never had a bad day at all. We both got families now, so we really don't spend a lot of time on the phone. But my boy, Mr. Lance Benford, man, I love you, bro. Stand up again, please. Okay? And, I spent a lot of time over his house. His mother, Mrs. Geneva Benford, please stand up again, and is truly an angel. If you spend any time with Miss Geneva Benford, she is going to pray for you, pray with you, pray over you, and she's going to come at you with it. And that's how she is. And I really appreciate her taking me in, feed me breakfast on Saturday morning after I spend the night on Friday night after games, because I just want to stay with my friend Lance. And also, I would like to thank, well, she's not with us anymore, but he's with us, Mr. Alexander Benford. So he is the most caring, most giving man that I've known, and I just thank them so much. And Lacey, I didn't come to know you later, all right, but we love you too, all right. But those individuals really did a lot for my family and I over the years, so I really appreciate you and love you for that. And thanks for coming, okay. I'm gonna get out of here in a second, all right. Also, Mr. Fred Richardson, my stepdad, every time I call you, man, you always have an encouraging word for me. And I really appreciate you just speaking those words to me. That means a lot. In our conversations over the phone, even last night, you just asked me about past stuff and current stuff, and I really appreciate that. Also, Miss Cassandra Harris, my stepmother, who was always kind and patient and just a constant encourager as well. And also, last but not least, very not least, okay, is mom and dad. That's the foundation I'm talking about right there. Because you can't do anything without that support. You can't. And there is not enough time in 42 years, that's how old I am, to express my gratitude for you. So next to God himself, you're the only reason why I'm breathing and standing up here today. And I could go on and on about what you've done for me, but to me, the example you set, you didn't talk about working hard. You didn't talk about doing what you're supposed to do, because you guys did it. My mother had me in plays, speaking engagements, and she directed the children's program at St. Paul United Methodist Church. And guess who was the lead role player in all those plays? It was me. And I didn't like it at the time, but I understand why she did those things. She just spent so much time driving us back and forth, and also getting into Athens every day for 7 years. Just back and forth, 42 miles one way, because we lived in Huntsville and commuted. All right, and you can't match that commitment. To me, you can't match that commitment. All right, and if she did it, guess what? I know I have to do it. And my dad, he's sitting right there. I talk to you guys every day, every other day, and still, I respect both you and Mom for everything that you've done. You've done so much to help so many, you know what I mean? And that means the world to me. And it's not enough time in this banquet to say everything, but I just thank for the example you set for my sister Shira, the late Curtis Harris Jr., Rob, Godfather, okay, and for myself. And I could not do anything without the help and support of you, so I really appreciate it. And getting awards are nice, and have your picture and your stats up there if they're nice. But what I want you to remember is just do the best that you can with whatever you have, and that's all you can do. Okay, and I just thank my family, my teachers, my coaches, Coach Rivers, man, you're awesome, man. And we know who he is. But you really helped us become better players, and you challenged us after the Decatur game. And you pointed out an example of, hey, you said, look at your feet, and that kind of told me, hey man, you can make every play if you wanted to if you just run your feet. And guess what? We ran our feet a lot, okay? And I just really, that little sentence did a whole bunch for me. More than you would ever know. But I thank you I thank my classmates for being here, seeing old classmates, right there. And, at Athens High School, Limestone County, this has been an awesome experience for me. So I really appreciate all of you taking time to listen to me tonight. And God bless you and have a great evening.
Our next inductee was a basketball star for Athens College and a legendary coach in multiple sports for Athens High School. During his time playing for Athens College, he had a season where he led the NAIA in block shots with 210. He also led the team in rebounds in 1974 and 1975. He was first team All-Southern States Conference in 1974 and 1975. He also spent time in the coaching ranks at UNA. During his time coaching basketball at Athens High School and as an assistant varsity coach and head junior varsity coach from 1976 to 2002, he was a part of 2 Final Fours, 4 Elite 8 appearances, and numerous area championships. He took over as the head basketball coach for the boys team from 2002 to 2009. He set a record for wins over a 7-year period at school, winning 134 games. The school was state runner-ups in 2004 and had 2 Final Four appearances, 2 regional championships, and 4 Sweet 16 appearances during his tenure. He also coached tennis at Athens High School from 1985 to 2013, where the team won 3 5A state titles and had 18 state tournament appearances. Ladies and gentlemen, 2022 Limestone County Sports Hall of Fame inductee, Bernard Hendricks.
Thank God for this event, this wonderful event. It's truly a blessing. It's a blessing that we're all here to sharing this. I'd also like to thank Jeff and the board for this opportunity, for this honor, this great honor. I'd also like to congratulate all the other inductees, because I know it's a great honor for them as well. I'd like to congratulate or thank a few people. What I have to say is not quite like all the other speeches, if you know me. I'd like to start off by saying, with my kids that sit here right up front, I would always tell them, don't do anything to embarrass me. Embarrass us, my wife and I. So I know they're sitting over there right now thinking, don't do anything to embarrass us. But maybe, well, we'll see. We'll see. But I want to share a couple stories and thank a few people, recognize a few people. I tried out for basketball in the 9th grade in junior high school. Worked hard. I didn't make the team. I got cut. Anybody ever got cut, you know what I'm talking about. It's a bad feeling. So the next year, I worked even harder. When I got to the high school in 10th grade, I tried out again. And Coach Gidrow, the high school coach, we had practice, things went great. And he might have seen something in me, I don't know. But he gave me the opportunity to make the basketball team, which started me on my journey. And he called me last night to congratulate me. I haven't talked to him in a long time. He's doing well. And he said he's just proud of me. And I think a lot of him, he's a role model. I had other role models in my life. I like to acknowledge Coach Oba Belcher. He gave me an opportunity. He gave me a scholarship to come to Athens and play basketball at Athens College, which was great. Come to Athens, in what I consider one of the greatest cities of all, Athens, Alabama, which is a great place to work if you're looking for a job. A great place to live and raise a family. We've enjoyed it. I still enjoy it. It's just great. Now, I like to recognize my family and some of my friends here and thank them. My wife of 46 years. Well, she's been cheering me on for longer than that. Now, she was a cheerleader at Athens College also, where I played. So I'd like to thank her for all of her support. My kids, Leslie and her husband, Theo, and their family, Christina and her friend Christopher, and Richard, my son Richard, and his wife Robin, and their kids. I also have my nephew here. I'd like to thank Wilbur Griffin and his wife Sharon. All of these people have supported me throughout my career. Now I also have, I'm the youngest of 5 kids. So I have 2 brothers and 2 sisters. They could not be here tonight. I wish they could have been able to come, but for whatever reasons they couldn't make it. So I'd like to thank my family that couldn't be here. They supported me. I really think a lot of them. They sent me messages. They sent me cards. You know, most of all, they sent me money also. I don't know why. But I was glad to get it. Yeah. Also, I had great people around me in my coaching career. I had great coaches and great friends. I like to acknowledge Jerry Todd, a great friend and a great basketball mentor. He helped me a lot. We spent 22 years together coaching the game of basketball, which we really enjoyed. I also had Coach Jimmy Drake. Coached with him for 3 years, learned a lot from him. We'd have a great time together. And I also have a good friend, Anthony Townsend. Anthony and I went to play ball together at Athens College. Great friend from back in the 70s, stayed friends for all this time. And then when I became the basketball coach, the head basketball coach, then he came along as a volunteer coach and was with me until I retired, which was really great. A true friend, Anthony Townsend. I really appreciate him. I like to tell this story. The other day, my wife and I were sitting there watching TV. Of course, she's kind of like now on the phone. She was reading. And she looked over and said, there's an article about you. And she said, do you want me to read it to you? I said, well, okay, sure, since you read to me all the time. So she started reading the article. And along the way, I said, oh, wait, hold it. Those things you're saying, you must not be talking about me, because they were good. We were talking about championships and Final Fours, back-to-back in basketball, tennis championships. I said, that can't be me. You know, I say all that to say, it's not about me. We had a lot of accomplishments, and she was talking about those accomplishments, 3 state tennis championships, and like I said, the basketball Final Four back-to-back. But that wasn't me. That belonged to all the players that I coached. And I'm proud of all those players. It was their accomplishment, not mine. If anything, I was the one driving the bus to get them to the game. They had those accomplished. Like I said, I'm very proud of them. And I want to thank each and every one of them. And I hope if we got any of my former players here, if you stand, you know, we'd like to recognize you also. All right. You know, I'm going to end it right here. But like I said, it's been great. You know, I don't know about all of you, but when I saw the names of these inductees, I was looking forward to seeing Philip Rivers. I hope you were also. I know you were. I had a story for him. But you know, I was going to ask him, could I tell that story? Get permission. But he's not here, so what do you think? Well, I got permission. Go ahead, man. All right. Philip was a great football player. You've heard about him. Had all these accomplishments. You know, two numbers to mention, name. You know, his parents are here. Great parents. You know, I know they're proud of him. I know he probably wish he could have been here. But what you might not know is that Philip was a great basketball player. I'm going to talk about basketball, not football, because you have all heard about football. But he was a great basketball player. I coached him in the 9th grade. And we went over to Russell, I believe, played a basketball game, and Philip scored 12 three-pointers and 50 points. Those 12 three-pointers, to my knowledge, no one at Athens High School on any team, freshman, JV, or varsity, has scored 12 three-pointers. And Philip did that. The 50 points, well, he tied with one other person, so that's great. But you know, it's a great honor that I can say that I coached Philip Rivers, a great man with a great family. I'd like to conclude by saying thank you to all of you that came out tonight to support all of us. Because I know we're all enjoying it, and you took time out of your day to come out and support us, and we appreciate it. So thank you very much, each and every one of you, for supporting each one of us. Thank you.
Our next inductee was a football and basketball standout for the East Limestone Indians. During his football career at East Limestone, he was all-county, all-area, and all-state as a wide receiver. His senior year, he had 50 receptions for 1,172 yards and 17 touchdowns. He was also a 3-year letterman in basketball for East Limestone as well. His senior year, he was all-area and all-county, was also on the all-tournament team for the county tournament. He averaged 15.6 points per game, 6.9 rebounds per game, and 2 assists per game for the Indians basketball team. The Indians posted a tremendous 79-23 record during his time on the hardwood. His success on the gridiron would earn him a scholarship to Tennessee Tech University. At Tennessee Tech, he would set school record for receptions in a career with 148 while earning all Ohio Valley Conference honors. During one game in his career at Tennessee Tech, he torched UT Martin with 7 receptions for 141 yards and 2 touchdowns. As a result of this performance, he was named the OVC Conference Player of the Week. He started 36 consecutive games over 4 years while at Tennessee Tech. I couldn't figure out when I watched him play whether he was better at football than basketball at East Limestone. I told him that at the golf tournament the other day. He was quite a player. I was fortunate to get to watch him. Ladies and gentlemen, 2022 Limestone County Sports Hall of Fame inductee Walter Hill.
Good evening. First of all, I would like to start off by thanking God for making this evening possible for all of us. By His safety and His grace, we've made it here, and I just thank Him for that. And I just pray that He will be watching over us, blessing us, so that we all have a safe trip back to our destinations. For me personally, I would just like to, I have to thank God for the man I am, the husband, the father figure, the father. Because without him, I would not be standing here today. And I thank you, Lord, for that. To my family, I got to thank you guys. To my parents, Walter and Margaret, I think that might be the only time I can call them by their name. But I thank you guys for instilling in me the grit, the hard work, the perseverance, the winning positive attitudes. And it all began with the first fundamental foundation that my Father instilled in all of us, and that is seek ye first the kingdom of God. And we've done that, and success will follow. And I thank you so much for that. To my older brother, Zach, thank you for all those battles in the backyard. Basketball, running routes, racing, you name it, we competed in it. And I gotta be honest with you, there was a lot of tears of frustration shed in that backyard. Mainly by me, you know. But that really, really fueled my competitive drive. I mean, to beat that guy in anything, I used to feel like I was the king of the world, that I could beat anybody. So I truly, truly thank you for that, man. It meant a lot. Now, to my younger brothers, I don't know if they would thank me for me dishing out the same things to them that I got dished out to me. You'll have to ask them. That might be a conversation for a later date, whether or not they thank me or not. But again, guys, I did all of that stuff to you because that's what was done to me. But I truly, truly thank my family for my support over the years, your cheers, and just having my back through it all. You know, thank you guys so much. It means the world to me. And, to the board, thank you so much for this nomination. Thank you for those of them who partake in the process of being nominated. For me to be standing here alongside of my peers, my fellow inductees, and what was an additional treat for me is that I'm being inducted in with Mayor Fletcher, who was actually one of my teachers at East Limestone, so I was a thrill for me to be inducted in the same class with her. But I truly, truly thank you guys for this nomination. You know, when we first moved here in 1992, we moved from Starkville, Mississippi. When we first moved here, it was a truly tough transition for me. I was going into my sophomore year, new school, new kid, got to meet, make new friends, the whole nine. And it was a huge adjustment. for me. And participating in sports really made that transition go a whole lot smoother, and I was able to establish some kind of an identity at East Limestone. And like you mentioned, I played 3 years of basketball at East Limestone. I only played the 2 years of football, and I really only played those 2 years to kind of get everybody to stop asking me. You know, they kept pressuring me over and over and over to play basketball because they saw me just playing around with everyone on the court and everything. And I wasn't going to do it, but finally I did. And one of the best decisions that I ever made there was to partake. And I also played baseball for a year, ran track both years. And I got to honestly say, every single solitary time that I stepped out on a field, a court, or whatever it was, I expected success. And I expected it because that is how I was raised. I was raised to be like, if you put in the work, you should get out there and expect good things to happen. You know, that positive winning attitude that was instilled by my father. And that's what I did every single solitary time. And I was able to accomplish some accolades and have a couple of accomplishments that I was able to obtain through sports. But the people that sports brought into my life, priceless. Totally priceless. So with that being said, I truly want to send a special love out to my East Limestone family, the community, my teammates, and especially the coaches that were tasked with not only winning games, but also grooming young men at the time. To name a few, Coach Garth Garris, Coach Dennis Black, the late Coach Drake, Coach Jimmy Drake, and also the late Coach Phil Kavner. Those guys were not just coaches, they were actually mentors. They cared just as much about us off the field of play as they did on the field of play. And it continued on through college, keeping up with me, trying to find out how things were going, speaking to my parents, hey, how's everything going up there at Tech? Make sure you tell Walter I said hello, we're pulling for him, praying for him, into my adulthood. And even now, I get messages from time to time with them checking up on they want to know how things are going with my kids. And that's the family that I developed there, that I found there in that East Limestone community. And unfortunately, two of them aren't here, Jimmy Drake and Coach Phil. But I'm just so thankful to have known them and to have them and to be a part of their circle, because they had such a profound impact on my life. But especially Coach Cal. I really want to send some special love out to Coach Phil Kavner. Probably aside from my father, there wasn't another guy that I probably loved and respected more. He really, really had an impact on my life. I can still hear his words right now, and I actually still speak those words to a lot of the kids that I coach, just letting them know that ability is not enough. He stressed that to me. He saw the talent, but he did not let me rely on my talent alone. He continued to preach to me, to continue to work, and continue to push me, and continue to push myself to achieve greater heights than I even thought I could even achieve. So I truly, truly thank that guy. And Coach, you're going in all the thing with me today. And when I think back on it, that's what I received when we moved to East Limestone, that extended family. So the one thing I would love to go back and tell that kid on the first day of school, walking through nervous, and as a matter of fact, on the drive to school, dreading it, having to figure out to meet new people what I was going to do, being put into a entirely different situation. I would love to just sit back and just whisper in his ear that, hey, you're finna get ready to go meet some extended family members. So don't even worry about it. You're gonna be all right. So as I close, I would just like to mention some of the many life lessons that, I learned from playing sports. And to my legacy, my boys, my youngsters over there, you're never playing against your opponent. You're always playing against yourself and those high standards that you set for yourself. So don't even stress that, because limits that you put on yourself are an illusion. Don't do that. Just like fear, keep persevering, keep pushing on, and you're going to be all right. Thank you guys so much. God bless you.
Our next inductee was a multi-sport standout for Clemens High School in the mid-1970s. He was a dominating tackle on both sides of the line of scrimmage for the coach football team, while setting a state record for the track and field team. He would earn all county and all area honors in football and would set the state record for the discus throw in track and field. After his graduation from Clemens High School, the next football field he would call home would be in Oxford, Mississippi, as he signed a football scholarship with Ole Miss. He was a 2-year starter for the Rebels before transferring to the University of North Alabama, where he would earn all Gulf South Conference honors as a defensive tackle for the Lions. He registered 64 tackles, 5 tackles for losses, and 2 fumble recoveries during his career at UNA. Ladies and gentlemen, 2022 Limestone County Sports Hall of Fame inductee, John Johnson.
Get here. But first thing I want to do is thank God, because of him I'm still here when I know I shouldn't have been a couple of times. And I want to thank my mother, I love very well dearly, and my family, my sisters, and all my neighbors and friends and stuff. I guess all I got to say is I'm nervous because I don't do this here. But anyway, I guess when I come through and she raised us by herself, and that was one of the reasons I played. I loved it, and I want to try to set an example for my siblings. But with that being said, I want to thank the committee and everybody who thought enough of me to vote for me to be here. And from the bottom of my heart, I truly thank everybody. So with that being said, that's very short, but thank you all, everybody.
next inductee, also from Clemens High School, was a 4 sports star while he was there. He participated in baseball, basketball, football, and track for the Colts. He was instrumental in the success Clemens High School enjoyed in the sports he participated in. During his senior season, the Colts would claim the state championship in both football and basketball. He averaged 17.5 points per game during the Colts' run to the state championship in basketball. He was also an outstanding baseball player and was invited to try out for the Atlanta Braves at Fulton County Stadium. He would earn an athletic scholarship to Calhoun Community College, where he participated in both basketball and baseball for the Warhawks. And as a shortstop, he tied the single-game record for hits in a game with 5. Following his 2 years at Calhoun Community College, he would take his baseball talents to Athens College. And at Athens College, he started every game for 2 years and was awarded the Senior Award in 1971. Upon graduation from Athens College, he would return to his high school, his alma mater at Clemens, and enjoyed much of the same success as a coach as he did as a player. He coached the 1972 Clemens basketball team that won both the county and the area championship and appeared in the Class 1A state basketball tournament. In 1976, he would lead the track team to the 1A, 2A state title, and he received the state championship coaches award. I'm going to get a little off script here too, because I've had the honor and the privilege of serving with this gentleman on various nonprofit civic organizations here in Athens and Limestone County. There's not a more humbler, kind-hearted man in Athens and Limestone County than this gentleman. I've worked with him in Rotary, the Hall of Fame, and other organizations. One of my dear friends. Ladies and gentlemen, Limestone County 2022 Sports Hall of Fame inductee, John Wayne King.
Miss Helen told us the other day in a meeting that we had 4 minutes to speak. And I told her I tried as hard as I could. I got mine down to 20. That's not true. Y'all want to get up to lead. I'd like to thank the committee for selecting me. I'm deeply honored to these folks for this. And if you don't believe what I'm saying, just ask my family. They'll tell you how proud I am to be a part of this. I want to introduce my family. We have a few members here. My wife, Myra, who mentioned earlier, she's a godly woman. She's a hard-working, she's a good wife, a good mother, a good grandmother, and a member of this Hall of Fame. I've been blessed for her, and exactly 2 months from today, we've been married 50 years. I know that applause was for me. Anyway, God will bless you when you're not even looking. He certainly blessed us with good parents and good children. Our daughter Corey is here with her husband Greg and our grandson Andy Price. Also have 3 beautiful girls who are not able to be here tonight. Our son Andy John and his lovely wife Brittany, our grandson Davis and granddaughter Noelle. Also have my brother and his wife Janice, and my sister Joyce, and my sister-in-law Gail. And I thank you all for being here very much. God blessed me with wonderful parents who always supported me. Now, some of you out there might identify with this. I don't know whether you can or not. But our daddy wouldn't let us go swimming in the summer. He wouldn't let you get out of the cotton patch. But he loved baseball, and he'd let you go practice or play baseball. And I've always appreciated that. I was always glad to get out of that cotton field, too. I remember my first basketball game in college was in Etowah, Mississippi. When I walked in the gym, the first people I saw were my parents. They were always there to support me. I believe in sports, more people impact the lives of others than anything else. Through the years, and tonight as well, inductees always mention someone, as you notice here tonight, who influenced their career or life. Perhaps a coach, perhaps a teammate, or perhaps an opponent. What success I may have enjoyed, I owe to several people. I'm going to mention them real quick. Mr. Jack Cannon, my junior high school coach. Mr. M.T. Newman, Coach Truman Beggs, Coach Bill Graham, who's here tonight. Coach Glenn Johnson, Coach Johnny Black, Coach Bob Shuttlesworth, Coach Fred Fricky, Coach Lynn Holliday, Coach Larry McCoy, Coach Oval Belcher, Coach Harold Merle. I've also had the pleasure of playing with and against other good athletes that influenced me through the years. Several who are members of the Hall of Fame: Jack Rose, Kenny White, James Hobbs, also John Witt, Tommy Davis, Robert Stewart, and I think I mentioned Larry Senior. As you can see, there are lots of people who have a part in my being honored here tonight. I praise God for the talent He gave me and for all the people who helped me get to this point. There are a couple of things that I wanted to mention. There's a mistake in the program. It wasn't. I was also the record holder in another game, in another baseball. I had the most strikeouts in a year. You're not. Didn't it take Nancy or Nancy? But anyway, I also wanted to mention the time when I was invited to go to Atlanta. I went in the clubhouse, and it was just like a big lane sporting goods place. It's twice as big as this one, just packed full of every kind of equipment you could imagine. And just as I walked in the door, I saw Henry Aaron. And I was so scared I didn't have enough sense to even ask him for an autograph. I certainly didn't have a pencil. So, but anyhow, that was a highlight of my career there, professionally. I do again want to thank this committee for honoring me with a chance to be in this Hall of Fame. And I thank you very much.
Our final inductee of the evening, possibly the most decorated inductee in the Limestone County Sports Hall of Fame. He passed for over 2,000 yards and 15 touchdowns during his senior season at Athens High School. He would earn All-State and Super All-State honors in leading the Golden Eagles to an 11-2 record and a berth in the state playoffs. The records and honors were just starting. He proved himself to be one of the greatest quarterbacks in NFL history. After graduating from Athens High School, he attended North Carolina State University, where he was a starting quarterback from 2000 to 2003. In 2000, the Wolfpack went 8-4, defeating Minnesota in the Micron PC Bowl. On the season, he passed for 3,054 yards and 25 touchdowns. He was Freshman of the Week 8 times during that year and was the ACC Freshman of the Year. In 2001, the Wolfpack had a 7-5 record, and he led the ACC with a completion percentage of 65.2%. In 2002, he captained the team to an 11-3 record, including 9 wins in a row. He was named MVP of the Gator Bowl after his performance against Notre Dame, where NC State won 28-6, thanks to him completing 23 of 37 passes for 228 yards and 2 touchdowns. In 2003, he was named MVP of his bowl game again after defeating Kansas in the Tangerine Bowl in a game where he threw for 475 yards and 5 touchdowns. Over the course of his college career, he was named First Team All-ACC, Second Team All-ACC, ACC Player of the Year, ACC Athlete of the Year, and ACC Freshman of the Year. Started 51 games during his career at NC State. His number 17 jersey has been retired by the school. He was drafted 4th overall by the New York Giants before being traded to the San Diego Chargers for Eli Manning. He would go on to start 15 seasons in the NFL and 240 straight games, which ranked second all-time among quarterbacks who have played in the NFL. He played 17 seasons in the NFL, 16 for the San Diego Chargers and 1 for the Indianapolis Colts. He finished his NFL career ranked in the top 10 all-time in just about every major passing category in league history. His 63,440 passing yards ranked 6th all-time, and his 421 touchdowns ranked 6th all-time as well. He was named Pro Football Focus Most Valuable Player in 2009, while being selected to play in the Pro Bowl 8 times. In 2013, he was named the NFL's Comeback Player of the Year and was one of the 3 finalists for the Walter Payton NFL Man of the Year in 2011. Ladies and gentlemen, 2022 Limestone County Sports Hall of Fame inductee Phillip Rivers. Due to a conflict with his schedule, Phillip was unable to be with us here tonight, but he was generous enough to film an acceptance speech that Greg is going to play, and then his father, Coach Steve Rivers, is going to come up and accept on his behalf.
I'm sorry I'm unable to be with you tonight, but certainly want to take this time to say what an honor it is to be inducted into the Limestone County Hall of Fame. I want to thank Jeff Hodges and the board, and congratulations to all the 2022 inductees. It's certainly a heck of a group to be a part of. When me and my family moved to Athens in 1996, going into my freshman year, I have to admit I was a little uneasy with the move, having lived my whole life in Decatur. But little did I know what a special place Athens would become for me and my family over the next 4 years. I went from Athens to NC State to San Diego to Indianapolis, and now down here in South Alabama. And I tell people all the time, many people that I come in contact with, that some of my favorite memories are in that Athens Golden Eagle Stadium and playing high school football. There's something about a Friday night in Athens, Alabama that still gives me goosebumps. Those times were special. Beating Decatur, beating Austin, and many, many more wins we had. And more than anything, what makes it special, and at every level of football I've been with and been at, what makes it special is the people. And my teammates, my classmates, the coaches, football and basketball, the teachers, and the community is what makes it special, what made it special. I mean, the pep rally at the town square there on that first Friday before we played Decatur was awesome. Hanging around the field house, just around town with your buddies. It will always be a special place for me, for sure. And I will say this, Coach Cody Gross and I were able to work it out, and I do look forward to bringing my high school team down here in South Alabama and Fairhope St. Michael Cardinals. Standing in the locker room now. We're coming up there August 12th to play Athens in a jamboree, and it'll be a little bit strange being in that busy locker room, but it'll also be very special to turn that bus on Philip Rivers Drive and being there on that field again, where I have so many memories as a 16, 17, 18-year-old, and my brother Steven, we got along to be as a coach here as well, be on the sideline, and to kind of come full circle 27 years later and be there, it'll be awesome. So again, I hope y'all have a wonderful night. I hate I'm not there. Certainly a great honor, and Athens, Limestone County will always be a special place for me and my family.
Sweaty smell in this place for me to get real excited about making a speech in front of a lot of people. But I'm going to do my best. But listen to Rashad talk earlier. Brings back so many good memories at Athens High School for me. And Rashad, what a great job you've done through your career already. You're still young. You've done so many great things already. And I knew the first day I talked to you in 1996 at the stadium, first time I saw you, you were going to do something special with your life, and you have. And I'm so proud for you, the way you handled yourself through everything you've done. Way to go. Way to go. I'm proud of you. And also I saw Lance Benford, and I tell you, I'm just 73. If I could get guys like y'all together again, I could come out of retirement again. Get people like y'all to play the game for sure. Joe and I want to speak for Philip just a little bit, and I'm not going to take much time. Joe and I want to thank the Limestone County Sports Hall of Fame and the board selection committee for Philip's induction. It means so much to him and to our whole family. Would also like to take this opportunity to congratulate this year's inductees. What a wonderful, great class. I remember when I was a Decatur in the 70s, our defense trying to tackle Adolph Costin. Impossible, just about impossible for some great games Decatur and Athens used to have. And it's good to see all these inductees and what a great career they've had through the years. We want to thank you, good people of Athens, who have always made this place such a wonderful place to live and raise a family. For 6 years, we lived here, and the 6 years we lived here, we coached here, went to school here. It was just awesome. It was short. A lot of reasons for that, but they were always special years. And both of our boys got to be a part of the Athens Golden Eagle tradition in football, basketball. And so it's a special place for the Rivers family for sure. And finally, from Athens High School, for 4 years, Philip learned from some outstanding teachers, coaches, and teammates. And those years he was at Athens, we were at Athens in his 4 years in school, had so much to do with him becoming the football player and the man that he did. And for all of you who were part of that, we say thank you so much. What a great night it is for all of you inductees, and we appreciate being able to come tonight and be a small part of it. And thank you for everything that Athens has done for our family and meant to our family through the years. And thank you again for the board for your selection for Phil. Thank you.
one thing, excuse me, that we've heard tonight is nobody is successful alone. You have to have good teammates, good players. We're fortunate here on this board to have good players, good people to work with, but you also got to have a good leader, a good head coach. And we're fortunate to have Jeff Hodges. And Jeff, on part of the board, if you'll come forward, we'll give you a little token of our appreciation for your hard work.
Well, it's like all these players have said, you're only as good as the people you're surrounded with, and this is a great group of people. They do a wonderful job and take serious what our goal is here at the Limestone County Sports Hall of Fame, and I'm honored to be a part of that. Thank you. Thank you very kindly. It's my privilege. So, we're at the end of our program tonight, and I guarantee you, everyone here tonight has sat around thinking of somebody that needs to be in the Hall of Fame while you've been sitting here. Well, you can assist us with that. We're only as good as the nominees that we have. And in your program tonight, I believe it's on page 77 or 78, is a nomination form. So if you know a teammate that you played with, or you saw play, or you coached, that needs to be in the Hall of Fame, if they're not nominated, we need your help in getting them nominated. There's a lot more people around Athens and Limestone County that need to be nominated, that need to be in the Hall of Fame. You can also go to our website, LimestoneCountySportsHallOfFame.com, to the nomination link and download the form there. So if you know somebody, do our board a favor, get them nominated. They're deserving so we can get them into the Hall of Fame. Again, it's been a wonderful night. What a great class. Wonderful people, wonderful players, coaches, the impact that they've had on the lives of everybody that they've touched. We're certainly glad to be back. Been away 2 years. It's been wonderful to be back here tonight. Thank you again for all your support. Reed Family Chiropractic for the sponsorship of the banquet. Sweet Times for the food. And with that, I bid you all a good night and safe travels home. Thank you.
You've been listening to a special edition of Applebee's Tailgate Talk. You can hear the archive of this and other shows online at tailgatetalk.net. Applebee's Tailgate Talk is a production of Play Action Sports.